Sounds like he's having a tough time. How you guys been?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Pretty
No.
good.
Too shabby, not too shabby. Will someone tell me a story about their day while I'm working on stuff and you guys are silent?
Oh, I'm eating. My bad.
You're good. Of course. Quick excuses. You're full of them. No worries. Yeah, covered that.
Sorry about that.
What up?
I was in a ranked match, so
Did you win?
yeah.
Nice. That's always pleasant.
It's just been too easy right now.
Sweet.
Hose.
What up, dude?
Is my fan making noise?
It's probably making noise, but we can't hear it.
Oh, perfect. He answered my question anyway, so I'm happy.
That was a good one. That was the perfect answer.
I walked into it. It's the end of. That was all we had for tonight. Good night, folks.
And then he's out of here. All right. I'm converting the scene of our good friend here.
But they brought King of the Hill to ranked Halo now, so that's pretty fucking dope.
Wait, what? Oh, Ryan Halo, King of the Hill. Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite game modes.
Pretty fancy stuff.
Much.
What?
Prison movie where the president's daughter is stuck in sports.
What? About what sports?
I'm watching
Okay,
Netflix
sports.
because I don't have TV.
Gotcha. Well, Netflix is better than TV practically.
Not when they start adding commercials.
Well, they haven't yet.
Cheat people. If you do the low.
Please, look, don't tell me that's a thing.
Apparently, I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
My whole $8 a month or whatever the fuck it is better not go to commercials. I'll be pissed.
Does anyone know the policies? Is the $8 tier commercial tier?
They haven't like officially put it out yet, so but they're saying they're gonna do it probably. So
Those chode smokers. Everybody needs another dollar.
Yes, I have been.
Little dog.
So we got like 2 people in the game. And I don't think
I'm always in the game.
this is true. You're like EA in the game. Wiggles in the game.
I would understand like the commercials if they had live TV, but they don't have that. So
Basically YouTube at that point.
yeah, like and even YouTube commercial free is only like $5 a month. So
Really?
yeah.
I was not aware.
I'm still not paying YouTube. It's not good enough.
And you get movies and stuff that are on there that you can watch.
But it's only $5? I thought it was like $15.
I think I'm only paying $5, dude.
Then you got a special
Hold
military
on, I have nothing better to do, and I'm on my phone. I'll check it out.
All right.
Do.
Nice. Maybe it is more. I don't know, man. I haven't. You think I pay attention to where my money's going?
Probably should, but probably not.
You're
It's
right.
like
I,
12 bucks,
I
bro.
just give it to my
13 bucks
wife
a
and
month. But even
know
then,
everything
13
is
bucks a
fucked.
month. You got movies, no commercials.
Yeah, it's not bad. If you use it all the
1
time,
month
for
free
sure.
trial,
And if you use the music,
and
like you
$8 a month.
could just like use a music player on your phone and not have to worry about nothing stopping on you.
That's true. That's true. Very valid arguments here for Team YouTube.
But you're paying 13.
I haven't been upset. Yeah, 13 bucks a month.
I'm only paying 12 for it. You're getting rich.
Maybe
Must
I've
be
got a
the
different
same
tier.
thing. I don't know.
Maybe I got a different tier.
I mean,
The
mine says
ad I
premium.
read said $8. You're all getting robbed.
All right, so I believe we're missing just Rolly. Or am I missing Rolly?
He
Because
said
there's a
he'd be
link.
on in a sec.
Is it a link though too? I also probably don't have a link up.
If he does, I didn't see it.
Okay, let me know if there is one. I'm gonna get on right now. Do-do-do-do-do. So, wow, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, he just
Right,
put the
it's
link
gonna
in.
be a sprinkles bad. It's gonna be wonderful.
Woo-doo-woo-doo.
I heard
Let's see.
Rolly.
Yeah, I think he has a link too. Let's see. 1 second.
Yeah, I'm going to use a link.
What if I like the echo in?
Ooh, it sounds so crisp. I love it.
Yeah. It's coming directly from
All
the digital
tasty.
audio workstation.
Alright.
Crispy.
I'm a fan of Discord because I broke. Not on a
Yeah,
telephone.
you can still hear me through this through Discord. That way we can just do it out whichever way.
Where the hell
works
does
for you.
it go to? Not even the output of something. Hold up. I lost the video that I made for Neural Death. What? Hold up. I
I
mean,
don't think they
for
know
his
the
survival.
prices of computer parts. So send me a care package with the computer parts to build the game.
Only if you pay the taxes.
Gotta pay the troll toll, man.
Oh,
Want to get
one of
this
these is.
result.
Oh, you sound like my parents. Only if you pay to ship it. Have to pay to pick it up too.
What? Where is it? Sorry, I'm trying to find it. No, wait, got it. Weed. All right. So, quick recap. You guys went out to the Jolly Roger after camping outside. A few of you guys took all the oranges. In doing so, you guys headed to the Jolly Roger. Upon such, it brought you guys to the, well, interesting outcome of having to meet a couple individuals and then further having to involve yourself continuously with problems elsewhere. In such, you guys find yourselves going out to go check out a camp. Well, some of you. And, well, things happen. Luckily, good old Merle saved the day. I think he was the first one to smush a goblin. And then such, you guys head on back to prepare for an assumed visit, one will say. While doing such, you came up with the grand idea of sending the biggest individual, heaviest individual, and most skillful individual to the top of the Jolly Rogers Tower. Well, you guys sent him up there without any way of, well, doing his task. So then you guys thought of another genius idea. Let's shoot a rope tied to a crossbolt at high velocity toward the largest target possible and hope he catches it. Oh, he caught it.
Or
Right in the
shoot
gut.
him in the chest.
As he did, he embraced it with glee and determination of finishing his goal. He snaps off the tail end, leaving very little to, one could say, work with on the outside. As he removes the rope, prepares it to tie it to the rest, and makes a 90 footer. He hops on down, not taking it too nicely while he's still wounded. Kind of shuffles along to the second tier of the building, tosses down the rope, and then himself descends. Now, I'd say he descended into a splat, but he didn't. He did very well in his landing. But his next step, he passes out. He goes unconscious. Well, Neural is unconscious. You guys see him on the floor. Meek interrupts those who declare he might need a doctor. He takes his particular left index finger, his pointiest nail of them all, and pokes the wound. With that, he knows that Neural needs severe surgery to save his life. That is where we begin. But because he has passed out, what do you guys do as Neural lays there unconscious?
I wake up from my coma and pee my pants, laughing at the nonsense I just heard.
Wiggles wakes up from the back of a cart, realizing that he is now with you all. He leaps into action. You are now awake. The rest of you guys see him.
Why didn't you send Sprinkles up?
Thanks for joining us.
Here to watch it happen.
God, I missed a show.
It's more than that. But we're getting attacked by goblins right now, so
It's alright. Sprinkles is hungry.
awesome. He's gonna have a lot to eat.
It doesn't
Not a
sound
goblin,
good at all.
maybe. Sprinkles, do you eat do you eat goblin?
He eats forest goblins, I'm sure. They're very tasty.
Okay.
Rolly's a cannibal. It's canon.
Forest goblins are tasty, apparently. Blamed from Rolly. You see his teeth and you realize that decay may not be the other substances he enjoys.
It's like that dendrite disease. His brain's just decaying.
The rest of you.
I'm gonna give Rolly an apple. He needs an apple.
Yeah, I would eat an apple.
Okay. You give
Thanks,
Rolly an
dude.
apple.
Now I'm down to like 40 something.
You have a little less in apples. Jin, what do you do?
Should we start preparing defenses?
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I would use let's see, I'll cast minor illusion. And I will say that I'll have like a hard hat and a clipboard.
You got it.
Sprinkles is gonna help the cannibal, and I'm gonna climb the tower to keep lookout.
Okay. The tower is the exact tower in which Neural provided you a very long, extended, and capable rope to. Thank you, Neural. Meek standing there goes, ah. He thinks. Deep in thought.
I mean, they don't have to fight. We're just gonna dig some trenches.
Ah, 12. Yes, yes.
Yeah, that'll do. Bring him up here.
Oh, sorry. Wow. Son of I just okay.
What
I
about
got war
some
outside with
spike
that.
pits?
Some spike picks. Okay. Well, for some trenches and some spike picks, pretty simple for the most part. What I will say prior to getting into the actual details of what it is you guys come up with,
Sure.
going into the initial preparation, I guess one could say, would be suggestive and outside of okay. So obviously we got Rolly in hard hat mode. You're kind of rooting up, recruiting all those who are ready to assist. Sprinkles and assisting you in any possible way. You guys have someone on watch during this period of time. So that's 2 people in a current position. What would be the responsibilities of the other 2 active members, being Jin and Armina?
Aramina would probably just try to like help tie up loose knots and like try and like make buoy traps, like tripwires and shit, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So like if there's any of those funky little like nets or whatever, or like I don't know, just anything that involves rope, she'd try to like make knots for that and try to set up tripwires essentially.
Okay, you got it. I got that down. Jin, what do you
We
do?
could rig something up that there's like a tripwire that lights it, drops a torch into the pit, and we could put like oil and like
Ooh,
tar
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit in it. Yeah.
I do have like a thing of oil in my inventory that I can use.
I'm guessing this place has has a way to make like roof shingles and stuff. Like somebody does that here, I'm sure, right? They need pitch for that. Take some
Potentially.
of that and
Yeah.
see if they have any.
I'm pretty sure they
Investigate for
have
that.
alcohol.
I'd look around for it anyway. I'd ask around, see if anybody has anything like that.
Yeah, for the most part, for simple, things like that, absolutely. There happens to be a masonry who they have on retainer, as it seems to be the word that they pass around. You guys pretty much have any kind of necessary building supplies. So we're actually going to go into the Dungeon Alchemist program, and we're going to go ahead and spruce up some basic general defense. And then we're going to go ahead and export it out and go right into it, but give you guys a little bit of power on that. How's that?
I feel like we're building like a tower defense game. Like we're building the defense, and then it's gonna go horribly wrong. They're gonna attack with like big giant dudes.
It's like, my plan, huh? Well, we'll see. No promises, but giants. But we'll see what goblins can come up with.
They are like war goblins, though. They were really smart, so
They're
might not
very
fall into our
trying
traps.
to-
Cut the head off the snake.
With tactical drone strike, who can cast fly.
Rolly's just sitting there in the back with a controller in his hand.
I could have taken it. It was a spell that I could have taken. But I decided to go with greater invisibility, Maroli style. I always like play that. I played him as I always have a slot open for invisibility. Like I never lose that slot. I always keep one slot open to always be able to cast it. Like,
That's always a good one to
that's
hold
just
on
how he is. That's just how he is.
Real quick, I have to prep something for my kid who's on the way home. Give me about like 3 minutes real fast while you guys discuss potentials. Now, Rolly, I will tell you this based off of what you understand from these goblins thus far, what you know about them from their current movements and their general activity, based off of what you've seen. There are multitudes of types that you notice. You notice that there seems to be sniper goblins, which are are sufficient in longbow combat, and you notice that there are fodder goblins, kind of the general grunts.
Okay.
You also know of scouts, which usually in your from the smoldering stocks would technically come from, like, you guys would use some sort of mount, whatever it was from your native country. of the smoldering stalks. But you'd imagine if
Large
they
mole
used,
rats, yes.
and they probably there you go. They use large roll mats. Where here, you imagine it's something more native to the woods or something of that nature. So that is what you do know, and you can use to prepare
The aqua
weapons.
goblins canonically use platypuses. Platypi.
There are many options. But
They have
discuss while I
poisons.
prepare something for my kid. Sorry.
Do you think
If
we'll have
I
a
need
chance to like
supplies
short
mid
rest?
combat, please do not.
I thought we could
shoot
do a
them
long
at me.
rest. I was like under the assumption we did at one point, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see
Because
why
I already have
wouldn't.
mine
It's
is
been days, right?
mine's like
So you-
reset. Yeah. Didn't we get like
Okay.
time to do this? Yeah.
You'd
I'm gonna
probably be
reset then real
sleeping
quick.
between.
Yeah. They're coming within like the week. That was the it was like
Yeah.
2 to 3 days.
Yeah, so
We
would
thought it was a
definitely
week, but
have
then we
rest
actually like
between.
asked somebody who knew what the fuck was going on because we both rolled ones. That's what happened.
But yeah, the only person who's not getting a rest is this guy. There might, well, I lie. I might get the long
We
rest.
should probably move Neural somewhere safe while Meek works on him, and then go about defenses.
I mean,
Yeah,
does he need like
that's a good
healing?
point.
I mean, I have healing spells. I don't know. Like, can I
I
cure
don't
you?
know the idea behind it. I just know there's a bolt lodged in him. I don't know how that works as far as D&D goes.
You just pull it out and cast healing word or whatever.
I don't know. I offered healing, and they told me he needs surgery.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, he'll have like a
Healing's not
long term effect otherwise, or he'll just die otherwise.
Yeah, healing's not gonna do anything.
I don't know what's. Did he die? He didn't die though. He just went unconscious.
He's unconscious with like something inside.
He didn't fail any like death saves or anything. I mean, we wouldn't let him fail death saves. Like we have. Like I have a
to
+1 in
stabilize
medicine.
him,
I
but,
probably
like-
I could stabilize him with Help. Like
I mean, I still have like almost all my health. Is the thing. Like,
yeah.
I took
mean,
minimal damage.
I just want to refresh my spells. That would be nice before we fight.
Yeah, I had to. There's no way we go into fight, and I don't have.
Yeah, I had already used up all my bardic. I mean, I could do a short rest and get that back, but
I mean, if it's a few
The
days,
saying we
should
long
be able to
rested.
long rest between them.
Yeah, we'll have time to like dig some pits and some traps and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, sounds good to me.
The more you plan, the more it's gonna go wrong. So.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
usually how it goes.
I've played enough D&D to know this is how it works.
Well, if he's listening, we're being sabotaged anyway.
Yeah. He's secretly watching us on stream while he's like picking up his
He's here.
I'm back. All right. Let's see. So you guys were discussing to get Neural somewhere safe. Well, Meek has a plan for that. Meek looks at you all and goes, "What? You all no care about him? Bah, I take him to cave. We do surgery underground. Yes,
I mean-
yes.
Does he need healing or anything? I mean, I can kind of help him out. Make sure he doesn't die.
He might die. Okay, we try.
I think I want to be there for the surgery.
Yes, yes. I need assistance. Yes, yes.
You guys know anything about pulling bolts out of people?
Use both hands.
Good tip.
Twist clockwise.
What if it's like a broadhead and it's stuck in there?
Shout it from the back.
Do you guys join join him
back?
as he
That doesn't
requests,
sound safe.
as he requests his assistance of carrying Neural? He goes, I know pick him up. He heavy. Who bring him below?
We'd make a stretcher for him, but like whatever we could find. I'm sure we could find.
I mean, I can help assist carry him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not too good at carrying people, but I'll definitely follow along.
All right. You guys, give me strength checks for all three of you. Let's hope that there's two better out of the three.
All right.
245, so you know.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Not bad for a -2.
I mean, I've seen much worse.
What was the third?
That
It's
was.
a minor illusion. We like
Oh,
I have
sorry.
like a bodybuilder's like outfit on now.
Can you give me a strength check, please, in Discord and call it out?
Who? What?
I need a check and call it out.
Roll a d20.
Damn. I wasn't gonna help.
Add your strength mod.
13 plus 2, 15.
13 plus 2, 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect.
15s are all around. That works.
That's it. You guys muster it up. No, it's not that you don't feel anything. Everything just feels like a real messed up, painful blur as there's struggles. But they manage to bring you down to the steps in which are within the Jolly Roger, going below. Here, put him here. He points you to a table to lay
Jeez.
Nernal upon.
He had this.
As all of a sudden you see Meek rush over to some placements. He goes and points to you guys all. Sanitize. Yes. And he points at what looks to be some tools laid out, and then he quickly wraps a mask around his face, puts a little
Yeah,
hat
that's a
on.
good idea.
Doesn't have hair.
Does he
Seriously
seem to,
have his
like-
role saved on the screen?
Yeah, I'd start.
I'd start boiling water if we could get some boiling water going, and then like some rags and stuff. Try and make sure they're like clean and boiled.
I'm gonna grab some arrows and some oil and go keep watch again
Okay.
on the
You
giant
got it.
tower
You got it.
Oh, Mina.
that I teleported off of.
Say that again.
We're gonna cauterize it. That's what we're gonna do.
Hell yeah.
All right. So
I'm gonna
Want
stick a
sprinkles to hit
fucking
'em with
metal
lightning?
hot torch in your chest.
what
Here
was
we
that,
go.
Wiggles? What was that, Wiggles?
You want sprinkles to hit 'em with lightning?
Ah. We're good. We've got this hot coals. We got these hot coals up enough.
That's always terrifying, also. But nonetheless, Meek goes, yes. Wait. He thinks. Okay. As he goes, Neural, give me a insight check. You feel very comfortable
Nice.
where you are. Almost overly relaxed. And then a very sharp pain erupts from within. If you were able to express this as any way from within, how would you describe it?
Just hot, sharp,
Oh shit. Your appendix
bone-chilling
burst.
pain.
Well, that's what I'm missing on the same roll. I knew there was a token missing. I'm like, why do I not see something?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not there.
There we go.
There it is. Nice.
All right. Okay. Well, you guys all see tense neural kind of tighten up as Meek goes in with what looks to be a very, very hot nail, his own hand, pulling it right out of the fire and digging in just around the open wound. We're going to come back to this surgery. Meanwhile, I'm going to direct all of you guys to a stream. Tell me if you guys can see that. I don't know what you.
Yes.
What do you guys see?
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
can see it.
I see it.
It's like the Jolly Roger.
Perfect. So
3D Jolly Roger.
this is the map of the Jolly Roger that you guys are on. These are the defenses currently placed into effect. We got a little
Oh my God, I can
fortified.
see it.
There you go. We have a little fortified stone and iron wall with a light prepared. We have a stationary crossbow. We have another one facing the south of the Jolly Roger. There is left an opening yet to be concealed. So far, there's
Ballistas?
nothing been closed yet.
Ballistas? This is
Ballistas, yes, sorry. And then we got one cart moved from this position with another ballista stationed on it and some barrels stacked together with a little stepping for those who are small to shoot over. Now, this is just the
These
general
do like
preparation.
5d10, I think.
Huh?
The
All
damage on
ballistas?
ballistas, like it can kill like a horse and a dude in one hit.
It's possible. We'll see what happens with them. But nonetheless, there are 3 ballista stations. You guys have one complete fortificated wall. You have a partial barreled fortification and a stoned but left with a tunnel opening, and no fortifications appear yet. Now, what kind of fortifications would you guys deem necessary? Now, mind you, this is not a fully capable program, but I can lay out basics or other visual cues, and then we can go back into Foundry and put a bunch of triggers to set whatever it is you guys set up to set off. But in the sense of fortifications that are within the system, just kind of, this is generally the pieces that I thought would look best and used in any kind of scenario. So you guys may discuss as a team, direct me as I prepare or fortify the rest of the Jolly Roger should you guys believe you are ready. And then we're going
Well,
to
I
figure
just
out
want
how
to
this goes.
point out
Uh-huh.
the northwest, north and west are the 2 areas without any defense, and supposedly that's where they're coming from.
Yes.
That's where we should put the pit.
Yeah.
So we want to build a pit. Now, how far from the Jolly Roger?
Like
Probably
30
the
feet
tree
out.
line.
50 feet, yeah, by the
I
tree
think by
line.
the tree line would be good, because then we can jerry rig
Yeah.
some like traps along.
Yeah,
the
as soon as we
trees
see
to-
them pop out of the tree line, we just cut the rope and it all lights on fire. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Fireball.
wait, like, you mean what? Like here or further back?
Or I could do that. That would also work. I'm probably gonna.
I think about there. Yeah, I think that's a good line.
This area? Okay.
I think
Now,
so.
to see your guys' progress, who is on this crew?
I would be helping with like the rope traps and the spike pits and stuff, like sharpening.
Okay. Okay. So
Stuff.
right now, the first objective is going to be this pit. Now, for me to build it, I'm going to build it based off of your guys' performances. So you guys are going to quickly decide who is responsible for what part of this construction. And I'm going to get my kid out of the car and help bring him in real fast and listen to your guys' discussion so I know who's doing what. Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So
I mean, in
basically, whatever it is you guys
IRL,
want to do on the
I'm a
map.
construction project manager,
There you
so
go.
I guess that's what Broly
So-
would be doing too.
So just consider that whatever it is you guys want to do on the map, that's like kind of terrain based or that kind of stuff, you guys are legit gonna roll and we're gonna design it based off your performance. So good luck.
I am not very athletic, so the digging is probably not my strong suit.
Sprinkles will dig.
Broly
Need
would
it
be
too,
like
so.
discussing the permitting designs and the gradients and tolerances of
It's like your strongest workhorse is laying on a table.
I mean, there's a Gowron.
Yeah, Gron would be definitely helping dig, and he's super athletic. He competed with our Oogly for who was the
He beat Neural.
strongest. And he beat Neural, yeah. So he's like basically the strongest in the group.
I mean, I'll assist whoever in digging. I'm not going to do that great.
I'd be planning out the traps with Mina. Like, we'd be going around and designing like where the defenses should be strongest. And I think the idea was that we said in Discord was to make like a funnel, sort of. So you make a point at which maybe the pit like opens, like they could run through, but we can make it like a strong point where we put our like best fighters.
I get what you're saying, kind of like where they have to walk through that
Uh,
specific spot.
Yeah, you put your like it's like 300. You put your shock troops like on the
That'd be fucking dope.
in the gap. Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna do that and funnel them, I say we find some way to move the ballista. By the way.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest we put one on the roof, maybe even two, because I'm gonna be up on the roof probably. Because from there I can spot them out and call them out to you guys, and then if shit goes bad, like I can even go invisible and just cast fireballs at them from up there. Like,
Yeah, I was planning on going on the roof too, shooting a fireball. Or
I was
boulder
just
cloth.
gonna shoot fire.
fireballs are range, so we could probably get to the tree line from. Well, I don't know. You'd have to get a ruler, but I'm guessing we could do it.
We also
I
wanna
got
make sure
600
we don't
yards.
set the
I
whole
can take 'em.
forest on fire either, though.
This isn't Neural's forest. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Neur'll be
Alright,
happy
that's
about
fair.
that.
Alright, fair enough. That's fine. Noted. I concede my point.
Neural's a NIMBY.
Actually, I think setting the forest on fire is a good idea because they're gonna walk. Their goblins are just gonna walk through the forest anyway to avoid all of our traps.
But just think about how much lower the property value is gonna go here.
We could
Well, it's not our
rig the
house.
I know
building.
it's not.
Like,
That's true.
we could rig the building with water, so like when they attack, it spills like buckets of water all over the building,
Oh,
so
so
it's
that
like
it
doesn't
doesn't
burn.
like
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave that
we
up
rig
to
them
the
up on the
spell
roof.
people.
So we kick the buckets. Like we have dudes on like whoever's on the roof. Like once we see them, we can like kick all the buckets over.
Too soon talking
Top of
about
the
kicking the
building and-
bucket.
Yeah. This is a bad metaphor.
Jinxing us.
It'd be really cool if we had like boiling oil. Like,
Well, that'd be fucking dope. I mean, there is a molten in
I mean,
that
we could
cave.
probably.
We could
We
take
have
it.
2 days. Like, if they have a cauldron, like we could probably do it. Rig up like a scaffold or something.
Burning
So
hot
that when they
wood,
run
like
through the
oil.
center, it drops oil on them. Yeah. Then they have to run through that, and it's going to be difficult terrain.
So what was to
It's
the
less of them
south?
can get.
The complete opposite side. Was that just an open lake or something?
Yeah.
Where at?
Yeah. Where does that go? The other side. It's not on screen right now.
Oh, got you.
What do you need to see?
The south.
Oh, the other side. Yeah. We were thinking of building like some sort of boiling oil contraption. Rig up a scaffold and have like pots of boiling oil.
Yeah, so like somewhere down here.
Yeah, maybe like on that road. That might be a good idea. We'll build like wooden stakes and stuff around it.
All right.
Do barrels.
So
full of
who's
wood?
digging?
Sprinkles.
Gowron is helping dig.
Yeah.
And he's leading the team of 12 men that we found that will help him dig. And they'll help us move. We want to move a ballista or two up to the roof.
Okay. So Garon and Sprinkles are the only 2 members of the team digging. I got that right?
We'll assign a couple of the dudes. The like dudes from the Jolly Roger. This is like
Well, yeah, no, I mean, but
8
from
of
your
them.
guys' squad, those are the only 2 diggers.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Jin, what are you doing?
I was gonna
He
assist
should
with
probably
like trying
move
to
this
maybe.
ballista.
What was that, Jin? Sorry.
I said I was gonna try putting like oil in barrels and like kind of put them on the south side over there.
Okay. You prepare oil
Even
barrels.
like pots or
I'll
anything,
bet
right?
just anything. Yeah, any container we can find.
Okay. Well, we got plenty of barrels here at this place. It is a tavern. That leaves us with
Whoa, just beer barrels full of napalm. Great.
uh, Rolly and Armina. I overheard talks of traps or some sort, but what exactly are you guys trying to do?
I mean, Rolly, I was kind of making the joke that Rolly would be talking about like the tolerances allowed in the gradient of the permits of the construction project that we're doing. Directing and pretending to be, he'll be everywhere at once. You'll think he's just kind of bouncing between everybody's
Gotcha.
job, making sure that it's getting done right.
Okay. In the sense of your guys wanting to do, so you guys wanted a trench.
I'll kind of be using bardic inspiration here and there, throughout the day, giving people like boosts, like what they're doing.
Okay, so for your guys' trench, you guys wanted it just to be lower going down, or how exactly did you want it to actually
Just
function?
like a very steep, like fall into, and then lay out like stakes and or spikes within that trench and like cover it up with like, I don't know, either like foliage or other sticks.
I was gonna
and, like,
cast a spell
oh, that's even better. Like to try to maybe
mist,
make it.
the fog spell.
Okay. Okay. How long does it last?
An hour.
An hour. And is it a single placement location?
You're asking questions
How
on
long does it
things I
take to
don't
cast?
understand.
Somebody who can locate me the mist spell real quick.
Mist, sure. Got it. I'm on it.
Is it called mist? Is that what it's called?
No, it's fog cloud.
Fog cloud. Sorry.
Fog cloud. I got it. Fog cloud. Casting
No,
time.
it's
1
only
action.
a
Range.
20-foot
120
radius
feet.
sphere.
Point within range. Concentration up to an hour. 20-foot radius. Fog. Heavily obscured. Until a wind of moderate or greater speed, 10 miles an hour, disperses it. And you can add spell levels to make it bigger by 20 feet.
Okay. It's not bad.
So when we see the goblins, you could do that.
That would be a good casting.
Like a smoke grenade,
once
a
they
smoke
arrive.
mortar.
Yeah.
I still think
Okay.
it might be helpful if we can to try to cover it up with like actual shrubbery and shit.
Yeah,
Just
I'm working on that too.
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I was
that,
slightly disappointed. I didn't realize the limitations.
Well, I mean, no, that's still a great
well,
spell.
no,
it's just
still
used in the
it's still
moment.
super
Yeah.
useful. Because if they can't see where they're walking, they're gonna fall into it. So that's gonna be really good.
It just
And
enables.
are
really
we building napalm, or are we just gonna roll beer barrels into it?
I mean, beer barrels with anything that's flammable, like they have.
Well,
I mean,
is a beer
ethanol or
flammable?
any kind of like spirits. They could have you could distill some shit. Put some
I think
styrofoam
they
in it,
distill it pretty. They have some high quality
Anarchist
alcohol
cookbook.
here.
Everybody's
say
read
it's
that.
a bar. They probably have it.
I mean, after seeing the surgery room, you'd think they'd have quite a few supplies.
Sure hope so.
All right, so we got this trench going, and then we want to hide it with some foliage. So it's kind of like that, like a steep fall.
That looks pretty dope.
I'm stealing arrows and things that make fire arrows.
Nice. Oh yeah, we did see we're gonna make some of the guys be archers. Maybe we have some. How many dudes in our group can handle a bow?
Isn't there like a fire genasi too? Like a caster, I thought.
Yeah. Because we need to put dudes on the ballistas. So whoever's good with a bow, we should put them on a ballista.
Well, I guess really the question comes down to you guys first. Who is going to man what, and then we'll fill in the rest with your guys'
Sure.
members that are here at the
I
tower.
think
said we
Jin
were
and
gonna
Jin and I were gonna be on the roof.
Yeah, on the tower.
I think Aramina would try to like
How's that look,
sneak
Armina?
about the foliage and trees and try to like take out
Stealthily.
yeah, stealthily take out people without getting spotted.
It's like the Total War mechanic, like the units you can't see.
Yep,
It's
yep,
pop out of nowhere.
yep, exactly that.
So how's that for
I think that's perfect.
hidden?
IMO. Yeah, I think that looks awesome.
Cool.
Very hidden.
Yeah, not too shabby. All right, so we got a pitfall trap. Yeah, that looks cool. Super sick. All right, so you guys got that done, and then you guys wanted to prepare something to roll into it.
Or
Well,
would it
we were thinking
already
of bringing
be
up like some
inside?
ropes or like
Yeah,
ropes to like a torch or something, maybe.
So which ballista out of the three did you want to move? You got the one at the front. You got the two here in the center.
Sure. Which one do you guys think we should move through?
The one that's currently selected would for sure be one of them.
So like what, move it to the roof maybe, or
Yeah.
I think we have at least one up
is
there.
it like light enough to sit up there without
We could make a crane. We could make
You guys can
a
easily
pulley
get
system.
the ballista up there. You guys got it
Okay.
up on this,
Yeah.
so you guys definitely have.
We
the
could even
means
take it.
to-
We could take it apart and just move it up there. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good point.
So where? I mean, just on the tower, right? That's where you guys wanted to put it. So for tower purposes,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a basic prop. Let's see if I can get the ballista. I don't know if I'll do it. See if I can cheat the system. I mean, I could just do it in Foundry too. But I'll have to check. But nonetheless, you guys move ballista. I'll just move this one over here for visual purposes. Get something. Technically be somewhere around here. God, the ground foliage is always in the way. All right, so I'll just make it bigger for the visual purposes of being up top. Make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so you guys have one ballista there presently looking down at this area. What else did you guys need prepped? Remember, this side is blocked up, but no actual blocking of the opening. On this side, it's very meager.
You want to add stuff to that other side?
Can we use this second
No, I
cart?
apologize. You can absolutely give your opinions as a player on the team. Just Nurl's wise wisdom would not apply.
No, Neural doesn't know nothing.
But you are absolutely more than welcome to give
Neural
ideas.
will make sure they fail without him.
But so what other improvements?
You just have to stay alive. That's all you have to do.
It could be difficult.
We got to stay alive to keep the save.
So where else?
You said there was a hole over there by the circus tent?
Yes, there is. They built up like a little blockade, but they did not yet block the general.
What if we put like a
populations.
pit right there for them to fall into? Or
Another pit?
barrels to explode. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
I say we block the hole with barrels that explode, and then
Yeah,
have the pit so when they open it,
Oh, so that like when it opens, it blows up and like blocks itself, killing a bunch of them, kind of.
they have to fall into the pit anyway.
Well, you guys make the final decision, but there's the pit.
Nice.
Let's see. So what did you guys want to block the front with?
Napalm.
I mean, we could put like straw and hay and whatever else is around. Like, there's probably a lot of flammable shit we could put all over it. Wanted to light
That's
it on
smart.
fire.
That's really smart.
So, gotta change the size of this bad boy.
Light a hay bale on fire. It's gonna burn.
Apparently, hay can float in space, so it's hanging out. You guys throw some hay. Oops. Wrong item. So you guys basically are putting flammable objects before this entry point and going to light it, and then upon their passing through, you hope that they continue to fall foolery during the smoke and confusion.
Yeah.
Yes.
They get rained on by ballista fire, and then they break rank and slaughter them. The plan, anyway.
How's that?
Smart. I like it.
I mean, they get hit by like if they get hit by fireballs, that's literally like artillery strikes.
That's true. All right, so we got a pit.
In infantry versus artillery, usually artillery win.
True. So we got a pit blocked by a hay. We got a complete fortified wall with a ballista. We have a meager checkpoint and a massive trench trap in the south. Anything else?
Do we want to reinforce the half, like the little, where we have the first cart and one of the ballistas? Do we want to reinforce that with like maybe a second cart or like something extra over there, or do we think that's enough?
Build like a wall, maybe.
Yeah.
We should at least
Barricade of
build a
some sort.
stand for the ballista to be behind the barricade. And I think
like
those
tower effect. You
barrels
could build a
should be filled
platform
with
for it.
flammable. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we want the.
I just like fire. I want to light the whole forest
It'd
on
be
fire.
super effective if we had a fire arrow from a ballista hit a whole bunch of explosions, like right as they roll for the barricade.
Then do we want to set up like a double, like a 2-layered, like barrel line where one of the
Star Fortress style? Yeah.
The forward barrel line is like oil and shit that can light on fire, and then the second line is just like to keep them from getting to further in too quickly. Like, I think that might be a good idea.
Yeah, spike.
If we want to go
yeah,
the fire route,
slow them down so we can pepper them with arrows, and then once they get close, we light everywhere.
That's smart.
Love it.
And we were gonna try and prep the building with like water, maybe. Like we could put water all over the building.
And like dampen everything so that it's harder for it to catch.
To catch it. Because the forest is probably gonna light on fire when you do it, but you know.
Okay, I can fly.
We're forest burners too, you know.
That's right. If all else fails, we'll blame Sprinkles, and Neural will get his ass kicked again.
Wow. Whoa.
You remember how that went?
For the forward line of barrels. So you wanted a forward line of barrels.
Full
like
of oil.
Appear or flammable objects of equal sense.
What's that like barbecue thing?
Huh? Oh, the grate. That's a pit. It's a massive.
No, it's next to the grate.
This it's a churn barrel, like
yeah.
butter.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking we do those like so they like.
I mean, you guys could throw whatever you want really there. I mean, if that's what you mean, like kind of just any kind of blockade and then load it up with explosive elements.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, just say
flammable shit.
Alcohol, oil, whatever.
No, this isn't that actually. That's not that big. I thought it was, but there's a bigger one that's like clear. Sounds kind of cool. But yeah, so you guys got a checkpoint here that'll explode in a fury of flames. Then you guys have your defense point. Am I missing something?
We still have the whole west side to think about.
You guys know
No,
there's an
the-
assault coming, so this is your guys' full opportunity to prepare this place for any potential triggers.
Yeah. What do we put on the west?
Well, the west
which one's
has
the
the
west?
the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a wall there.
It's assumed that nothing can pass through the circus direction here during the actual moment. This is like the focal entry point.
They're not coming from that direction. They're coming from the other.
What about to the left of that wall?
Like this?
Like, yeah, is that accessible?
I mean, yeah, it's exposed up
It's
there.
extremely flammable. It's
Very
a
much so.
forest. I love it.
Oh, we
I
can just
mean-
drop a fireball right in there and just rig it with explosive.
Could we like just put barrels there around the forest and maybe
Yeah,
one in the trees?
in the
Randomly
forest.
throughout the
Yeah.
forest.
Like Vietnam.
So you
Just
litter
randomly napalm.
Yeah, just
explosive
anywhere.
barrels. So say you guys got 5 barrels in here. And in order for this entire side to be on fire, all 5 would have to go off. But each of them individually can produce enough flame in their little quadrant, which will be shown via flames on the map when the time comes. You guys got some stuff there. This pit trap really came out nice, and I just made it up. I had no intentions of how to go about it. That worked out. So,
Yeah, it looks awesome.
what
So,
else?
In the pit by the door, could we build like spikes to where if they fall into it, they're gonna get stabbed on impact?
I don't think they have a palisade yet, but let me see what they have, and we'll make something up. I could always put sticks down there though, just to make it up.
there's this really old game that I play. It's called Lords of the Realm 2, and it's from like 1996. And whenever you build a palisade, the pallet, like the guy who announces it is like, he says, "Oh, palisade," and then you like upgrade it. It's like, "Oh, Norman Keep." You know, it's just this iconic gaming stuff.
That's awesome.
Oh, Royal.
Yeah, my cousin used to have this game on computer way back in the day, and I was
So
like 6, I'd go
awesome.
play it on his computer.
You should totally. It's worth a replay. It's fun.
All right, was this convincing enough?
Yeah, that works
Good
for me.
enough for me.
Yeah, that looks like it's pretty good too. All right, so you got some spikes now. What else?
Cool. Any other ideas?
I'm giving you guys the entire visual here. You guys know this is
Well,
coming.
we're gonna light everything on fire. We have a ballista that can. Can that ballista on the roof hit 360 degrees?
Theoretically speaking, yes. Any clarities you guys want to address? Or specifications that should be known before you guys make it up on the fly and go, I swear I said it earlier.
I
Can
mean,
we
our
make sure
joke
there
was.
is? Go ahead.
Is the grounds
Oh no, I was just
between
gonna.
so like where we have that southern pit and where this is that little hole in the wall, right? To the right of that, between the space between that and the barricades, like the wooden.
So this is assumed that until this barricade. So I didn't go too crazy setting it up, but yes, for clarifications, this area. So the way this is going to work, I guess to prepare you guys, Neural, you do participate in this. The way you participate is you're going to be managing a little squadron of some of the retainers, where you kind of declare where they're like you're the repositioning that of the NPCs in a way, which I'll get to in a bit. But the way this is going to work is this is your general map, right? And with such, this is a potential entry, which we're all aware of. This is the legit path to the entry of the Jolly Roger, which is why it's defended. So, and this is the southern entry, and this is the northern. in the event when these 3 particular key points on the bottom half of the map are busted through, then they can traverse through the rest of the areas that are unlocked. So when both of these are taken, they can appear through the circus. When this zone is taken, they can appear through the woods. When this zone is taken, they can appear from this side. From the north, when you guys have the traps, they'll go through and they'll have like, we'll be realistic about it. Let's be real. Once like 5 the first round of goblins fall through, someone's gonna notice. We'll assume that you guys put the same amount of spikes that we did over here, because I guess we could have done that also. So that there's damage taken, etc. You guys also have your barrels. Other than that, there are no actual defenses on this side that prevent them from walking up to the building itself.
That's right. It's not our house.
And that's to the north, right, where there's no defenses.
I mean,
other
you have
than
defenses,
that.
yeah, but you don't have anything that's preventive, I guess you could say, other than the
Sure.
building itself.
Right.
All of these things have HP also. So I'll put little HP markers on them, and I'll make it visible so all of you guys can see it. So you guys can like click in that area and see, like you'll see that actually the HP bar should be visible at the whole time. So you guys should be able to see that when the barricades are being hit as they take durability. Once they're busted through, they'll pass through. We might not have a visual for that in the moment because I'm making this map up on the fly, so I don't have a second version of it. But there'll be
That's
visual
fine.
cues. You guys, it'll be very clear.
That's cool.
when things are falling apart.
Yeah. When we explode a barrel, they will explode.
All right. So,
what if we took the tables inside and kind of built a little outer wall outside the building on the north? Put
like that they'd have to climb over, kind of, and like spend time to. That's actually a pretty good idea because those could catch fire too, and we can use the ballista to kind of slow them down as they're trying to climb over and shit.
So you want to like fence it out, in a sense, or wall it off?
Kinda, yeah. Just put like a.
I don't think they're
like spike, even like spikes in the ground or anything,
like
really.
Something
Yeah, they could be like full on. Like, I mean, they're goblins, so they could be, big enough for like a goblin to get.
Yeah, I mean, caltrops is pretty general sense. So it's funny because they don't actually have, I don't think, a wood wall, like a plain wood wall.
Have you just used the wall tool?
So the catch with that is I have to actually make a room, which would require me to clear this entire clear partial. I mean, I guess I could do that. I could do a quick room. Actually, no, that's not impossible. It's just a little
walls on the one side.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could just for general. Maybe not that close because it'll probably delete some of that stuff. Like just so that we understand that there is a wall that you guys would assume going encompassing this area, right?
Yes. Yep. Exactly.
Give people cover. We could put like. You want to fire bows from it? Yeah.
I was gonna say the other thing I was thinking is putting like pots or barrels of oil near the ballistas to dip the crossbow bolts in. And maybe a torch or something to light them on.
We could have like a pot, like boiling metal or something.
Do we have any
something like super hot
shit like that to like jerry rig like traps falling down from the trees?
I'll allow you to make a roll to see how many you can put together.
Sure, I'll attempt to do that.
Give me
we build a trebuchet.
The first roll will be an intelligence.
Does somebody like can we roll for siege engineer?
The second will be a sleight of hand.
All right, straight intelligence. Oh boy, let's.
Taking forever.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. 18 minus 1. We take that. And then the second one was sleight of hand.
Can we assist with that to give an advantage?
On what, the intelligence?
Either.
Where'd you see the 18?
I could give you bar.
Yeah, where'd you see the 18? Did that go in D&D Beyond and not trigger? Oh, you know what? Okay, so you guys have to, not you guys, I'm sorry. But I have to remember that every month I have to renew my Cobalt cookie for that, and that might actually change it. By the way, actually, that's a very good point. With Wizard of the Coast purchasing D&D Beyond, we may not be able to use the D&D Beyond importer via roll dice and all that stuff. Depending on
What?
if they send a cease and desist,
Horrible.
if they send a cease and desist to Mr. Primate, he is willing to comply. So he
That's
made a statement
terrible.
and he made
I
that
hope
very
they
clear.
don't do that. Well, I'm gonna write Mark Rosewalker.
There you go. That's the answer to everything.
You tweet him right now.
But just so you're aware,
Tweet at Hasbro. At Hasbro. You do this, your stock's gonna tank. Musk is gonna have to buy you out.
He's gonna buy out Wizards of the Coast just so he can do this in his D&D.
You just buy Hasbro. That's all he has to
Oh
do.
yeah, that's
Dude.
true. Yeah.
Right. So, nonetheless,
Everybody, I know people that work there.
there you go.
Yeah.
So, so basically, keep that in mind. I think the 14 days is how long we have until Wizard of the Coast officially takes over D&D Beyond, and anything can happen at that point forward, basically. So, fair warning.
A lot of them quit to go work for the Pokemon recently. So
Which one?
that's with the people at Wizards at Hasbro. They're like all
Oh, no,
quitting and going to work at Pokemon.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
That's crazy. Did not
Guess
know that.
Pokemon is something crazy all on its own. But nonetheless. So we got a wall. I think I froze it, so I'm going to let it think and take its time. So I can save it, because I should have saved it and exported it first. But we know where everything is. We all had a visual. We all experienced it in 3D. So in the event that the map doesn't actually push out, we'll do a quick doodle. But is there any other side things like in the background that you guys would have been preparing in between this time? Any RP moments, anything other than where we are with neural? In the sense of neural surgery, it is a very long surgery. It is something that Meek actually informs you all that he cannot finish that evening. So it goes on into the next day. When this happens, an individual, very large, green, someone you have all seen before, arrives. It is none other than Chosen. What you do here? Why I hear someone needs surgery? You see him just busting into the tavern as you guys are assumed enjoying a quick break. How do you respond?
The forest burger.
Who called me?
As we prepare to burn this forest.
Chosen known why you call forest burner. What you want?
Nah, I'm just joking. Can you help with this? He's like fucked up.
Yes, Chosen see that. Chosen know why he nap. I hear goblin coming. This is the bad Chosen interpretation, but deal with it.
This is like his place, so I'm guessing he's here to like defend it. I'm guessing. That's my interpretation of why he's here. But I don't know if I'll make that known to him.
What you do while I be gone? Why Meek say that he doctor or surgeon, I believe is the term.
I mean, he got shot in a work accident, and he almost saved his life.
Meek save life. Meek knows how to save life.
I mean, I don't know. Miracles happen, dude.
It's almost a fair argument. Meek always seems to have the right miracle. Chosen goes, he thinks about it. You might be right, but me no trust Meek. I help defend. I hear goblin come. I and Owlbear eat them. Y'all offer your guys' assistance. With such, Chosen's token will be on the board. He is assumed to be with his owlbears at all times. He has 2 owlbears. Wherever Chosen is placed, if there is a goblin within a 30-foot vicinity, the closest goblin will be defeated, regardless of remaining HP or current status, because it is assumed that Chosen and his 2 owlbears take care of that.
You don't want to go through that.
Huh? What was that? Sorry.
Could like funnel them into that. Where are we gonna place it?
Yeah, I mean, however you guys wish to go about it. So we're trying to find
We were thinking about keeping a funnel on the north, weren't we? Or is that elsewhere?
I have no idea where we wanted the funnel, but that was where Sprinkles was gonna hide the funnel.
I
Yeah,
thought
you
the
guys talked
funnel
about
was
a
to the
funnel, but then you
south.
ended up building a wall.
South? That's fine.
I
Yeah.
thought the south funnel was that opening
Yeah.
that we were going to try to get everybody to go through, and then there was that pit, just as they walked past.
Alex, I would just change it to dirt
Thank you.
because they probably would have had to turn
You're
it into
so
dirt
thank
anyway.
you. And I was waiting for you to speak up this entire time, and you've been watching me, and I've just been painfully trying to figure this out on the fly while DMing. Thank you so much for your assistance. He has the program also, and I know he knows what I'm trying to figure out, and he's over here just
It's like
watching me
use
struggle.
use the brown layer.
Well, I was like, if you could find something that was close, but then I
I
noticed
know,
they were
and
not
they all
even
kind of
close.
suck. Yeah, so it's all right. That works though. That actually doesn't look too shabby. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So there we go. Boom. He has a whole fortification up. All right, let me save this bad boy. Get it imported to Foundry. Get us back over there and get you guys prepared. Let's see. Yeah, it takes to save this. Should be pretty quick though. Yeah, this, you know, it's crazy how like much polygons are on this thing, and this program is just so fast.
Compresses it. Yeah. What kind of graphics card? Yeah. Does it do it on your graphics, or does it? How
I
does it do
assume
it?
so. I assume it's rendering it off of the system because it does not run this smooth on my laptop. I'm using.
I wonder if it's like CPU or GPU intensity.
I think this one is taking GPU based, but it can work on a
Yeah.
CPU. What is it? What are those fancy CPU Intel chips that can handle that have like that small little cache of memory?
Oh.
But I'm
Yeah,
running
SoC.
I'm running Shadows, so that's a whole other monster altogether. Oh, so shut this one down and get on to the Foundry. You guys will bring back your attention, please. So let's go ahead and leave this.
Please direct your attention to the stream.
Let's go back to the Jolly Roger. You know what? I can just import.
I'm gonna try and figure out that enchantment that I've been working on for months.
Your entire history and career as a player.
Yeah.
He does ask about it every week, so
He does. He just rolls really poorly. But please go ahead and give me a roll. Or why can I not find this one?
I have like 2 D12s I could use for
Give
my
me
inspiration on stage.
a Arcana check, please.
Don't know how to do that, so I'm just gonna roll a d12.
It's check, so it'll be exclamation mark C space Arcana.
Okay. I might be able to do that. Hold on, I'll figure it out.
All right, we'll work on that.
Oh.
Ready to go off,
Got a
and
12.
we got a 12. Beautiful. Yep.
Did I finally
Done.
learn it?
No, but you want an understanding that it uses 3 types of spells in order to enchant it. One of the spells is Interstellar Plane. These maybe won't brew to you.
Ooh.
Well, that and you probably don't know that.
Interstellar Plane, you say?
Mm-hmm. The other spell, you identified 2 of the 3 so far due to your rolls. The first one was Interstellar Plane, and the second one is Missing. And then you can't remember the second part, but there's a reason why. There's like something funky about it. It has to do with like a childhood rhyme. But you remember the missing part, and that is your next puzzle. So, Well, you guys are gonna have to zoom out. 'Cause it's gonna be crazy. And oh man, that pit trap looks so good. I cannot get over it. Man, great idea. I didn't think it was gonna be possible. At least on the fly. Let's see.
Loading. Something's happening. I don't know what. Something's happening. I'm just seeing a black screen. I think it's loading.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's probably
mine's black
loading.
too.
It's probably loading. It's pretty big.
Yeah. Pretty-
Oh, yeah, oh, cool. Let's see. Look at you guys' characters. And so, where do you guys want your characters originally placed? Like
I'm
starting
on the
off.
roof.
I'll just put you guys all there, and you guys can move around. Except Neural.
Where
Neural,
is
just
the
stick there.
thickest
Sorry, Neural.
foliage that I can hide?
Oh, there it is. I see it. Awesome. Okay.
That's
Fly
where I
through
would
the wall.
hide, is in like the thickest foliage and like.
I'm gonna stand
What
on
do you go
top of
up a
Neural's
level?
tower.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a bunch of little commoner tokens. These are your
Where's the
guys'.
stairs?
I don't see it either.
The what?
Where's the stairs?
Oh, to get to the tower. There actually are none. You guys experienced this the last time when you had to be teleported up there.
It was in this room, wasn't it? In the church.
That's how Meek teleported Zerl up there.
Oh
But
yeah.
you guys actually don't
How did he do
understand how
that?
he do it. How he did it.
God damn it.
But you are assumed up there. Boop, boop, boop. So what I'm gonna do for you, Rowie, is this should fix your issue. I think. Let's see. I don't know for sure. Right, find out. Activate it. Last two.
Privilege.
How many troops do we have?
12 at your disposal. And so the way the troops work
Zero.
is
Oh, how many
long as
archers do
how many archers? Well, you guys can divvy them up however you wish. Whether so, the way I'll do it is it'll be either range or melee. If they're range, they are only effective as long as they are not within 30 feet of a goblin. If they are melee, they are effective as long as they're within space of a goblin. Now, the way they work is each one is capable of defeating a goblin equal to each one is able to defeat 5 goblins. So that's 60 goblins right there if you use them right. So an archer can
Okay.
only kill one. So every round they will remove one goblin that's within, if it's a melee unit, if it's within its melee range, which would be 30 feet. So I'll move them around wherever you position them. Range units, as long as they're within 120 feet, you should be good for regular. I mean,
120.
guaranteed. Really, the entire map where they're.
Yeah, 120 is like kill shot range. Like if you have a
Unless they're
great bow
like specifically on
or
the
like
south
a
or and they
crossbow,
can't
yeah.
shoot to the north, basically. You know.
Yeah,
So
I think the rangers should all be stationed high on the roof and shit.
So how many rangers and how many melee would you like out of the 12? You guys are almost to the final moment, but the planning really counts. And again, Neural, as a player, you are absolutely free to aid your team in their survival, regardless of your outcome.
I think we need melee because pretty much all of us are either shooting arrows or spells, right?
Yes.
I mean, we need people to man the ballistas, but other than that, we probably should just do melee.
Only 3 ballistas, right?
Yeah.
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 So
We've got 12
all we
dudes,
probably need.
so 9 melee units and 3 ranged units. Cool.
So, do you guys all agree on
So
that?
do we want to? Yeah, I think that's a fine.
I agree with
way to
it. That's
go.
cool.
So 9 ranged units and 3 melee.
Other way around.
9 melee and 3 range.
Yeah.
You're not slick, Alex.
Hold on, I'm trying to find a range token. Or token that looks like their range. 1 second.
You just put a
Oh, I
marker
can
on
use that.
the 3
No.
range.
I can make the range. Alpha. Here we go. All right, boom. Got it, guys. So, where do you want these 3 positioned? Are these supposed to be on the ballistas?
Yes.
If it's the Rangers, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Whatever like that gives them, maybe it gives them a bonus or something if they're on a ballista. But
maybe I don't ask these questions. You guys just assume. So,
I mean, you gotta try and deal, with
nonetheless, where do you want the 3rd one? Because I mean, wasn't one of you guys are they literally running all the ballistas?
I think so. That's our idea with them.
Yeah.
I mean, other than us firing the ballistas, but we probably have better things to do than shoot them.
So here's what I'll do for the Rangers. I'll allow them to take out up to 8 of their own action, and with the ballista, each ballista will have a total of 5 shots. That sound fair? Now, but
Yeah.
mind you, the ballistas are very impressive weapons. They don't take much skill. You shoot it at an AoE, and the goblins make a save. If they fail, they get hit by the general blast, taking them out of commission. If they succeed, they take damage. Now, mind you, these goblins all have HP. The HP only matters to one aspect of this game: you guys. Wherever you are on the field, you will be affecting their direct HP, not an instant kill, not an instant moment. So for you all, it is a natural encounter. Keep this in mind. Where everyone else kills them instantly in the sense of an NPC. So use this to your advantage. So no matter how weak you make an enemy, if any of the NPCs meet the conditions to defeat one, they are immediately defeated. Any questions in regards to that?
I mean, with the number that we're going to be encountering, having a big volley of arrow fire to take them out, and then kind of hit them into our strong points.
I mean, yeah, you guys have a million options.
But you can't really plan any more than we have. Like,
no, absolutely. I'm just explaining how it's going to generally overall work. You guys understand that
Sounds
for the most part, that it is combat for you guys, but it is instantaneous for the combat for the rest of them, in the sense of a continuous horde. Anytime you guys are in combat, it's not assumed you're fighting the same goblin the entire time. It's assumed you're fighting a ton of different goblins, except if like only one's on the other side of the world, then that's your one tail of ass whipping a single goblin. Whatever it is you want it to be. But in retrospect, in the terms of horde count, this is what you guys are looking at. Make sense?
Yeah.
For bonus purposes, Neural, you or one of the melee units. You are not Neural, but you will take the stats as Neural in the sense of being one of the retainers, one of the talented retainers, because there are quite a few. However, not all are present and available. So you will take place of such during this event. Any questions from anyone? Be quiet.
does he get cool abilities as this retainer? Like a major domo of combat efficiency, or is he just like
Unfortunately, none of the retainers are
like,
stronger than any of you guys, so I'm letting him be Neural because that's a better benefit.
I see.
Yeah. So with that, we are going into the next stage of all this: surgery. Back to the surgery room. Now that you guys have taken your time to plan and know what you're doing when the time comes. We have Neural. Looking great, by the way. Real pale, really shining out of that green. Normally he's darker. This isn't too bad on him. Meek looks up. He looks toward you, Armina. I need that thing. And he points. You imagine there's like a slew of tools around and you guys are all his helper. Or anything that he's really getting
go
at.
and grab him what he needs.
As you bring it forward, he goes, not that one. You don't pay attention. That one. And he points, and really there's nothing else next to it. The next item is actually 2 feet away.
I'll grab that.
What are you
and
pointing at?
Yes, thank you. Cobbler's. We're so talented. But I let you all help.
I'll kind of whisper to Rolly and say, I think his eyesight's fucked.
I'll cast message. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. If I trust this guy.
Rolly, you've seen some questionable things in alleyways, sewers, pits, and other unfortunate
I mean, I'm from the
locations.
Hollow. I've seen everything.
But this is the
I
new
used to
one.
hang out with a fish
Because
dude.
exactly. This is the new one because everything looks clean, legit. It's just the talent that's not there. Where normally you have the talent, but it's a shady area.
We could sterilize everything at least.
True.
Get infected, hopefully.
No. Here's how this encounter works for you. You, good sir, have the BBEG life bar, and you already got some missing. Neural Short Tusk is the patient. You all see that he is slowly bleeding out. The first stab was not the perfect incision. Meek quickly goes into action. Quick, no, that's, no, Freaks out for a moment. What do one of you guys do? This is a skill challenge for the team. Meek is trying to do a surgery in which none of you
We
step
could do
in
like
on.
magic surgery. We could like
How
cast
are all of
sleep
you
on
going to
him and
assist
like
No, that's fine.
give him opium.
Just point out how you guys choose to step in. We're gonna do checks. We're gonna do rolls, and we'll see how
Well,
you
I
guys
have
respond.
drugs on me. I could give him drugs.
So,
Drugs.
do you guys want to roll an initiative to put it in a order, or do you guys want to shout it as a team? How do you guys want to go about it?
I think team. That's my vote.
Okay, that requires each of you at some point to
I'm
speak up
fine.
and do at least one action.
I'm fine with team, yeah.
I'm way off in
Yeah,
my
this is
own
good.
world trying to figure out that enchantment.
You're not
I'll-
gonna help the surgery, Wiggles?
Hell no.
Wiggles is in there studying his own work. Meanwhile, the three of you spring into action as Meek says, "He's bleeding! He's bleeding! Ah! No good, no good! Meek is going to roll a medicine check, and we are going to see if that helps anyone.
We need a blood bag.
You call for a
Mad
blood bag.
Max, this shit. We can like hook ourselves up to him.
Blood bag. Somebody go grab sprinkles.
As you all know, Neural's blood type.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's compatible with dragon
goes-
blood. Like it's just everybody
guys-
knows that.
you see
Dragon blood's
Mickey-
compatible with everything. It's like type O, whatever, like rare one it is. It's compatible with
Oh,
You see
Popeyes.
Meek push his
Oh,
hands in,
negative.
and he goes to spread it up, and he's just like, and it starts squirting at him. He's like, it's alive! It's alive! I don't think he's dead. No, hold on. And he starts digging in further. Neural, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please. As Meek makes his first mistake. Neural, you only take 3 points of damage from this unfortunate event, but you guys do see a little blood deep onto the floor. Meek go, I need assistance. Someone do something. He looks around the room.
I'd
Who
try
asks?
to
Yeah, I would grab bandages and try to
Yeah,
like
that's usually-
stop the bleeding, like a
Yeah,
tourniquet.
hold
We
it down.
tourniquet
Yeah.
the wound. Yeah, clamp
One
it
of you
down
roll
and
with
wrap it.
medicine.
With advantage. Who's the best at it?
Medicine.
I'll do it. Otherwise, I can give somebody
give 'em
Bardic
advantage.
and they can roll it. Yeah, I'll give you Bardic. You can add D8.
Sure.
Who's doing it? Jin?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Go for it.
Yeah. The most wise of us all.
You accepting an 11 or
It's
are you rolling
advantage.
Bardic?
Yeah.
What was
wait,
it?
add
Well,
advantage.
he gets to
Add
advantage.
advantage. Roll
So
again.
roll
Oh,
again.
advantage because we're all helping, yeah.
Here's a +0. I should.
So it would be a
Okay,
12
and then
because
added.
technically you rolled an 11. So, well, it's a tough one. How would that work? We could take the lowest roll on a double roll. I'll honor
You could add a
17.
D. You can add a D8. I mean,
I'll let him
I'm
say
down
that.
to
might help.
I'll honor.
Just have him roll one more die, like just
Nah,
a solo die.
it's fine.
That's what he
You
should
did
have done.
easy enough. You go about taking the bandages in which the group compile, and you quickly address them. Meek grabs them and he puts them quickly over his hands to try to clean up the blood that's in the way. What do you do?
Whoa. I'm trying to stop the bleeding.
No, I need to. I can't see my instrument.
And he puts out his claws as he starts wiping with more of the bandages. He doesn't seem to be stopping taking the supply.
I think we might want to knock this guy out.
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, you have no fucking idea what you're doing here, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
No. Yes. I know.
You're blind.
I Meek.
You need glasses.
Glasses. Yes. Find glasses. He looks around the room for them. You guys help him?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for his glasses.
Yeah, where the fuck? He's doing a surgery without his glasses on. This idiot.
Make sure you give me an
I'll
investigation
try spinning. That's a good trick.
Whoever's looking for the glasses, investigation.
I'll look in my immediate area for the glasses as I.
All right. Follow that.
Boom. Eat that.
Shit.
Oh.
Armino.
Yeah.
Wiggles, let me know what you get.
22. 18 plus 4.
You find a beaker, no glasses. Rolly, you find more beakers, no glasses. As you guys all look around the room, Wiggles and Rolly, you notice that all of this stuff has human fingerprints all over it and a sense of dust laid out. Miko.
Okay.
You find.
No.
Are they on his head?
I continue. He goes in and he starts pulling out what looks to be half of the bolt that is in Neural as he starts tugging it. Easy. Someone give me tug. He's looking for assistance. Who wishes to help?
I'll help
Nope,
him.
you're on your own, guys.
Armina, as you step up, it looks gnarly. There's blood everywhere. The wound looks to be gashed open and split, bigger than it originally was upon puncture. Give me a strength check, please.
Oh god.
I can give you more.
Oh no. Oh wait, hold on.
No. No.
Did that send or no?
No, so I told you.
It was.
I
I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it.
I'll just
Was it a 1?
Please be
No,
a
no,
one.
Call it
it
out.
was a
Call it out.
3. It was a 3 minus a 2.
It was a 3 minus
So
2.
it's a 1.
So a soft one.
Yeah, soft one. Future rolls, I'm just gonna use the.
Yeah, sorry. Do it in game at the moment. Yeah, I apologize. You go to assist Meek. You're taller than Meek. Meek is a kobold. He's no more than like maybe 4'3". You go to help, and then as you go to pull, you lean in and you further accidentally push it into the wound. No, I need another con save, please. As Armina is actively injuring you.
No.
You take half of 2d8.
Ugh.
Not bad. Wow. You were doing
Yeah, well,
great.
that's very low.
Neural is just a
say
monster.
I'm just
You're just a
wondering
monster.
if it should be at disadvantage though.
No. And the reason why is because you're not dead and you aren't to 0 HP. There is some other reasoning in which you are currently unconscious.
Okay. Okay.
Armina's just gonna
The
say,
demon
"Shit,
arrow."
that's not right."
You got hit by the Wraith Goblin.
So, as you make the mistake, Meek goes, no, back. You,
And again, those bolts I was using were
I'm gonna
like
back
kind
off
of
and just,
dubious
like,
origin.
stop.
He backs you away and he goes around. Hold on, let me move his little tile.
Make sure you use those bolts on the goblins.
Yeah, I definitely would.
Right. Not inverted. Whatever. He goes over here and he gets one of the blades and he puts it in the fire, pulls it out, and it's flaring red. He goes, someone keep still. He may afflict.
Shouldn't we all hold him down? I think we're all pretty weak.
Yeah, let's all fucking hold him down.
Those of you who partake in holding down Neural are going to contest against Neural, who is going to make a strength saving throw, please. You guys can choose to use... Well, no, you guys are going to use athletics. You guys are actively trying to keep it down.
Good luck.
Look, guys.
Yeah, I could enhance ability somebody give you a hand. And if we're doing
You
this and
want
we have like a
Sprinkles
full
to
day
help?
before the battle.
Yeah, sure. Roll for Sprinkles.
Alright. Wasn't expecting a yes, but okay.
I think he just said yes because of my role.
Absolutely. You guys need all the help you can get.
What does
Oh shit.
athletics fall
We could have
under?
beat a 26. No.
Not even just a 26. I mean, it's a nat. Like,
Yeah, it's a natty. This is going to be a tough beat. If I get 2 crits on your guys' side, you
Can I
succeed. Guaranteed.
use my reaction to give him a
Yeah.
minus D8
Oh,
on his save?
sure.
I mean, but that
But it
doesn't
would still be
affect
a
the
crit.
crit.
You would
Yeah,
still
you
need,
can't
you
affect
would
the
still need to
crit.
beat out the crit.
You would have to
I-
make me re-roll my
It-
roll completely.
There is no like crit though
18.
with a save technically.
Oh yeah. Well, who said that? I've never heard of that.
I mean, it's.
I mean that's as it's written in the
Yeah,
We're
books,
that's
but
as written.
but we're fighting strength against strength is what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not so much as it's more like it's going to hurt and he's going to reflect from it, and you guys are just trying to do your best. But you guys are all small, so this will be comedic. But none of you guys have rolled, so we don't know where you all stand yet.
Just get
Unless you
crit.
roll
guys
I got
what?
18.
Strength?
Well,
strength, yeah, you
Sprinkles
guys are
got
going to
18.
roll
Okay.
I thought it
Oh,
was
athletics.
It's
athletics.
athletics, right?
Yeah. Here we go. 8.
That's what I
Oh,
wanted
so
to see.
close.
7.
Sprinkles, what did you roll?
I'm a goblin. What the fuck do you
18.
think I'm gonna do?
Sprinkles dives
Oh
to
yeah, sure.
assist. Sprinkles flies off to the other side of the room because they just were not enough. Let me grab Sprinkles. Sprinkles jumps up and then flies. Pew!
I mean, you get to see the roll and then choose if you want to do it. So you don't have
Oh, did you want to use an effect?
Oh yeah, I was
to
gonna
use the bardic.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, you don't have to, but whatever.
yeah, that
It'll
part
go
was
away
a tough one.
anyway.
But nonetheless, you all try to, and Neural jerks up. The moment Meek goes to start cauterizing the outside, you hear that Neural. What's up? He pulls it. All of you guys get yanked across. You guys each take 2d4 worth of bludgeoning damage as he yanks around,
Ooh,
totaling 6 points. Nice. That was like all of the
ouchie.
damage he's taken total.
All of us?
Yeah. You guys all participated. All right. Now, with that, Miko. You are very difficult. I need chosen. Who get me chosen?
I'll go grab him.
All right.
Yeah, you're probably the fastest.
Wait, why wasn't this guy here from the start? What the hell were we thinking?
No one brought him along.
Didn't he say not to do it until he was here? Like, do it.
But you guys didn't say let's go. So that's on you all. All right, Armina, as you go to step out and grab him, you head out back to the surface level of the Jolly Roger. You find Chosen in the tavern.
hopelessly drunk.
Just kind of waiting
Hey
around,
there,
feeding
big
meat.
guy.
What you want?
I got a problem for you.
Problem?
Well,
Chosen, no problem.
something you might be good at fixing.
He stands up. A formidable individual. I fix what Chosen do.
You gotta fix. Just follow me, please. Please, come with me.
As he does. Real
I'm gonna
quick.
lead him downstairs.
I apologize. I did not complete follow through with you guys. Where were you placing these melee dudes?
I think you probably
Yeah, we
have,
never
like,
picked.
4 up north.
Okay, Nora, where would your mercenary be?
Probably to defend the weak point.
Which is
You didn't see my ping.
Over by the road.
Gotcha. It's a big map. I'm very zoomed out. Okay, you go there. You guys want 4 north?
I think that'd be smart. Just anybody
Probably.
room for
It
that
seems
wall.
like we've got
That's
what,
probably
9 of
one of the
them? Like, yeah,
weaker
that's less
bases.
than half our force. It's 40% of our force.
Okay, and then you got 5.
Whatever
Do you
map
want to
number
split?
that is.
How do you
Probably
want to
not
split them
40.
between these two? You have 1 person on the ballista post pointing this way.
2 and 3, maybe. So like 2 to the west and 3 south.
You guys agree?
Sure. Oh, good. Oh, wait, we've got everything covered.
All right.
Plus, we've got people on the roof and the ballistas. There's 1 ballista on the roof.
Sweet. All right, cool. So, and you guys head down to the what looks to be lab of sorts. All right, I keep losing this map at. Pick up Chosen. Haul him down with you. And I did not save his token, so I will be right back. Whatever, he's there. Chosen is present here, and you all kind of watch as he steps forward and looks at the scene. You go, Who decide Meek do surgery?
Meek did.
A stupid decision. All of you. Meek looks at him and is just like, no, bad decision. I surgeon. As he says oh so confidently. As you got this Chosen coming over, you go, Chosen know what wrong. He looks to you guys for information.
Hold him down.
You all stare at Chosen with no information. As Rolly starts hyping it up.
We need you to hold him down.
Yes, I do
Sprinkles
that.
isn't strong enough.
Okay. So that's all you guys want him to do is hold him down?
Hell
Yeah, he's not good at anything else. He's fucking everything up. I kind of get the idea that he, like, pretends to be good at things.
Okay. He goes to hold Neural down, and with his weight and you guys already wearing him out a little, he manages to briefly keep him at bay. In doing so, and this time passed and your guys' inability to restrain him, Neural does continuously to bleed out 13 additional points of damage over this period of time as he struggles and he's resilient and he's like shaking in like a weird cold sweat vibe unconsciously. Neural, on the inside, deep within, what do you imagine is happening in the great world beyond?
What in my afterlife?
Sure.
Like what I'm seeing?
What are you imagining?
My forest.
Valhalla.
Anything to try to keep my hope of seeing my people again. wondering why I traveled
Holding
so
on to the
far
will to live.
for something so menial as fire burners.
Okay.
See, like this really like sad cutscene. Sad piano.
And then at the end it says, only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah.
The ultimate neural commercial. Neural, you hold on to that thought. And then you all hear a something is wrong. Above you, it shakes. Shakes again. Chosen go. I go check up. And he takes off. What do the rest of you guys do?
I'm gonna go
Miko.
take a look.
Going-
I'll be right back.
Miko, I finish here. You kill Goblin. Yes, yes. I be okay. So only one of you go check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I'm
check.
going to check too.
So who's leaving?
Did I ever learn this damn spell?
Not
Miko
yet.
will be leaving.
This has been probably a short period of time. Okay, so Aramian.
And I'm gonna go up and check out of frustration.
Okay, Aramian, Jen, and Wiggles. Rolly, you sticking around? Rolly. Can anyone hear him, or am I tripping?
No, I don't hear anything
I
currently.
don't. Not hearing anything
Okay.
either right now.
Well, then it's just you three. And you guys leave the scene and head out to go up top. Pull that back. You guys hear everyone yelling out, "We think they're coming! Something is shaking the ground!" Unaware to you all, something is coming. Goes and heads off to the west gate, where the rest of you go.
How thick
The
is
roof.
this?
Rolly is the only one not there at the moment.
Only you can prevent wildfires. Only you can prevent
That's
wildfires.
That's awesome. It makes so much sense now.
So beautiful.
That was awesome.
Live safely.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, Rolly, would you leave to go see what the ruckus is?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you two would be present. Where do you guys position yourselves?
Okay.
I would like to hide in like the foresty area here to the south.
Sorry, place yourself wherever it is you believe you would be.
I cannot click my token. Oh wait, hold on. I think I know why.
That is a
There we
problem
go.
that you can fix. I believe in you.
Can I go here?
Where? Yeah, sure. I don't care. You guys want to put yourselves in the woods? Go for it. Hide in trees.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
All right. What about the rest of you guys? This is your placements, and then we go into action.
Be on the roof.
Yeah, me too.
I'm on the tower.
Can I attempt to hide?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So our strategy
Start from the day.
is scorched earth, and one of us is hiding in the forest.
No.
Yep.
But
You are absolutely hiding in the forest. You are
29.
super hidden in the forest. Everyone who is up top is at this ballista. Rolly, are you also up there?
Yeah, I'll be on top of the roof.
Okay, so you three are at top with this ranger on the ballista there, mainly overwatching the north, but you guys have a full 360 view outside of anything here and behind the circus tents, obviously, and maybe around the path of petting. Otherwise, if you guys are all happy with your placements, and you're happy with your placement,
Yeah.
perfect. You all see your first adversary called out from the west. You hear Chosen. I see fast one. They be on something. Rolly, give me a perception check from the north tower. All you three from the tower, give me perception checks.
Prevent wildfires. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Rolly's just jabbing around at the very top, being ambient for everyone to hear. Jin, very poor
what am I
perception
rolling?
check.
Sorry.
Perception.
Perception?
Wiggles also
Right.
perception.
Rolly's really good at that.
Nice.
Well, way.
The only thing he's
down.
better at is persuading people. He gets a plus 10 at that.
So can you see this light that appeared way over here?
Yeah.
On the far left, west side, sorry. You see from the tower exactly what you thought. Scouts. It looks as if they're riding boars. Fast. But probably very well. Rolly, knowing that there are scouts about, they are sizing up the defenses. What do you wish to share?
Yeah, I would like from the roof I would
Shout out. Yeah, scouts, get ahead.
Anyone take any actions?
They're on boars.
You guys are all aware of the scouts of the
Preparing.
north.
Be preparing like Eldritch Blast, like getting them ready for them to get, when they get in range.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's a big group of them, I'm gonna put fireball.
You see
I cast
multiple
Hunter's Mark
scouts.
on the first one I see.
All right.
Looks like the main army comes to fireball. Like if these are just scouts, like
They're
maybe
100%
we hold
just
back
scouts.
until
You know that
yeah.
they're just kind of perusing and seeing what there is before you all.
I'd say like use maybe like 1 or 2 rounds from the ballista and try and shoot at them
Okay. As for the
from like
rest
one
of
of the
you
ballistas,
guys,
maybe the one that's in range on the
there's-
ground or something.
Okay. For the rest of you guys, is there any kind of specific trigger in which you guys want to act or try to trigger any traps that were placed previously or any other kind of key things? You guys' silence is super, super helpful.
I
I'm
would
just
say
gonna
wait for
be
my
shooting
signal.
fire arrows.
Get up.
Mina
Yeah.
would try to shoot with a short bow at any goblins that seem to be alone or like not focusing in her direction, essentially.
Okay. Neural.
Yeah,
any triggers
I
on
would
your
take a
end, or
pot
you
shot.
straight-
I would take a pot shot at one of the dudes with the crossbow, I guess. Why not?
Okay.
If it passes in this area, I will rush it, attack it, try to knock it off its boar.
Alrighty. So we're not gonna run into initiatives until there's serious combat going. For the most part, everything's gonna be you guys rolling attacks, seeing if you hit, and then applying from there. Make sense?
Yep.
Perfect. So imagine about 5 or so minutes pass as the scouts are going around, and Rolly, you hear chatter, but you can't quite make out the fine tune. But you do hear goblin. These terms are more references to what they see. They refer that they see threats, they see disgust, and they see weak. That can mean a million different things. Goblins think many things are weak. They could be referring to the structure, the building, opening, particular individuals. You're not quite certain as you try to discern it. There is no one goblin in this area that you can hear that seems to have command. They are just gathering information. The rest of you in your positions all feel tense, quiet as the night comes further on. Those of you around the other militia from the Jolly Roger see that they're all ready with intent to defend. No one seems to be questioning their role here. Then I need another perception check from everyone, really, because you guys are all at different placements. So depending on what you guys see and experience.
Not bad.
23, not bad. Neural, you see from before you that there is a scout teasing about, but they're not coming within like immediate range. But you do see that there's a scout running around on their boar, just keeping an eye out on you. Jin and rolling. You see that there is yet to be any groups coming from the north. Nothing. I mean, you see scouts, but none of them have come forward yet into the sense of the trap zone. Everything to the south. Wiggles, what was yours calling out? Everything seems to be
16.
quiet. Okay. Off to the west, you do notice that there seems to be more focused of a particular scout going back and forth, kind of really surveying this area, unsure of what their intents may be. But it steps up a little bit. It comes to poke its nose just around to see. But otherwise, does not do much else. The rest of you go about another round. This time, you hear something, all of you, like a push of sorts, like a. Any of you in the tower can see that there is some disruption in the trees north. Something big enough to push it down, or something cutting it down. Nonetheless, something is bringing the forest down ahead. Is there any preparations you guys wish to make before moving forward?
Something big on the horizon. Knocking down the trees.
Any of you guys are free to mention any kind of potential actions you wish to take or ideas you wish to send out to the allies. Okay.
I would say once
I
it
was
gets
gonna-
close, once it gets close, we just well,
Okay.
no matter what it is.
I'm gonna move into the trees here, so if it gets within my distance, I can still try to grab this thing.
Okay. What's your range?
Well, that's
moving?
I mean, I can move 40 feet.
Okay. You got it. From up top, Rolly, Jin, Wiggles. Armina, where are you positioned again?
In
Oh, that's right. You're south in the forest. You're hidden
Yeah,
so
that's
well
just
that no
south,
one
yeah.
knows where you are. That's right. I see now. You all see from the north, those of you in the tower, Wiggles, 7 infantry moving forward. Cautiously, but approaching. Any actions in the north?
I'd probably be telling Rolly like wait for them to hit the traps.
Yeah, I would nod my head.
Like, yeah, I agree. We light them up once they get close enough. With flame arrows. And whatever else we got.
They start to spread out as they survey the area. Rolly, their actions are very military. It's as if they've experienced something that forced this education before, as you see more rows and almost disciplinary like positioning approach. Numbers are adding up, but they all stand fairly. Let's see, I don't know the exact distance. They all stand about 30 to 35 feet away from the wall that you guys built, as they're clearly addressing the obstacle before them. Do you call anything out? Those to the south still believe it to be quite quiet, outside of those scouts rustling around causing noise and disruptions.
Do you think we should tell them to use that misspell? Kind of cover us a little bit?
Sure, I'd shout down.
Hey, smoke it up!
Calls it out to Wiggles. Is that, or is it Wiggles that you're telling to cast a spell?
I believe
Sure.
he mentioned a spell.
Yeah, I'll
You
cast
casting it,
the.
Wiggles?
Yep.
All right.
And it lasts like an hour, so like.
For the purpose of your guys'
Yeah.
barracks, I'm going to use these gelatinous cubes. They will keep track of the. I'm going to switch them to allies. Or actually, are any of these considered ally? Can you see any of their numbers?
No, I can't see nothing.
It's all black, yeah.
It's literally all black.
I'm curious. Wait, what's all black? The screen?
No, just the.
Well, I mean,
dwarf.
I can see around us, like I can see the ballista, but like anything
meant
beyond the
the,
wall is like obscured. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I meant markers for dudes. Go for the walls real quick.
I guess I could cheat and look at the screen.
That doesn't help too much because it's I'm moving.
I mean, I can see where the dudes are. I definitely can't see what I'm seeing on the screen from what I'm seeing.
Based off of where the actual where I'm focusing it at, because it's just following the screen as a whole.
Yeah, that's all like obscured to me. So you guys should. Do you guys see like the little health bars on these three figures?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have video.
Isn't it 20 feet? It's 20.
What's 20 feet?
The radius? The cloud?
I don't know. I didn't pull it. I have not pulled up the spell stuff.
The radius is 20 feet. Or I can make it a level 2 spell. Do we need a bigger spell?
Most likely. Making it bigger, does it increase it? Yeah, the radius of fog increases by 20 feet for each of us. Yeah, 40 feet would be significantly more.
Okay, I'll make it a level 2 spell.
And are you going to put it like just right in front of the wall? Is that where you guys generally would want it placed?
Wherever you guys want it placed, I can't see anything.
So 40 feet looks like this big.
Big. They're coming from that direction? Yeah.
Yeah, you got a shit ton coming from that direction, so that's for sure.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, pop it there. Can't see shit in there. We need to shoot on it. Shoot into the smoke.
Yeah. Let's see. Good.
I've played enough shooter games. That's how that always works. Let's do something like, whoops, too crazy. Like that. There we go. There you go. That kind of covers the general idea of the goal, right?
Probably.
Boom.
Hundreds, but don't get me started.
They all go inside the smoke and then we fireball.
Right. So, as you guys cast a wall of smoke before you, you do hear on the other side, or like, what's going on there? You go. You go. They seem to be arguing amongst themselves, as goblins do, on whose responsibility it is to move forward first.
They bring out a giant fan from the floor.
And then you immediately hear, apparently, some fell for it. And then you hear, halt! They may have come wise to there being a pit, whether they see it or not, really. How do you guys all react? No, give me a perception check, and Mina, give me a perception check for the south.
Hoping these guys are like Gungan level intelligence. Like, just
God.
I wish you
lit.
could like
Out
decide
here.
where your dice comes from.
Because that's what matters. I love it. It's
Well,
the side of the screen.
it hit the dice and it friggin'
yeah, it
popped
does
my
affect
die.
it.
Yeah, if you hit
It
another
it
die,
like
it
yeah, the
pops your die.
physics. Yeah, it like it actually matters for the roll. It's weird. Like you have to
Sort
like
of.
wait until everybody's done rolling if you don't want your dice to get like
Yeah, you'd
Fun
have to make
fact,
sure
like
everything.
you know,
shuffleboarded,
did you know that you can pick
curling.
up
You're
the
gonna
dice
curl your
also?
dice into a net.
You what?
I mean, it doesn't affect the roll, but after it's been rolled, you can click and drag it around.
Oh, well, that doesn't help me now.
Let me see. I'm curious. Okay. After that, yeah, you can click and drag it around like that. I don't know if it re-rolls. No, it does, but it doesn't change the actual roll. But that's how you would re-roll the original dice you got. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Or no?
I couldn't see the reroll.
Oh,
I
so you
saw
guys
it on
don't.
the stream.
Oh, but yeah, you don't see me then re-rolling my own dice, then, right? Gotcha. Only on the stream.
I
Okay.
see you.
So
I
per
see
your
on the
own
stream.
screen. Yeah, then per your own screen, if you click on your own die and you're mad at it, you can just pick it up and keep re-rolling it, and it won't
You
disappear
can wiggle
until you
it.
until you stop doing anything with it. But just fun fact, in case you guys didn't know, there are actual more physics to it than you realize. Like my dice recognized that D20 that showed up on the screen, but you guys didn't see the dice, but it still applied the physics. But it's an interesting thing. Very cool little system. But nonetheless,
We can fight over the dice.
you guys
We can
roll
play
really, really
Pong.
well. Neural and Mina, for some reason, you feel as if nothing is happening. Though you hear scouts, it's almost as if it's some kind of proxy of sort with odd intentions. Though you hear something is happening to the north, you know the moment you look north, they'll be south. So you keep steadfast. To the north, three of you, Jin, Wiggles, Rolly. What kind of actions is it in which you plan to take in their slow advance? You see that your troops down here are spread out, taking positions. They will not count toward any goblin killing until they are within your territory or have destroyed the wall. They will not leave the protection.
How far outranged are they? Like, how far outranged is the middle of the smoke? Where,
Like, what do you mean? I apologize. Like, how far from the middle of the smoke are they?
like, if I tried to like eyeball it, like where the smoke is like most concentrated to where I am, how many feet is that?
Oh, imagine like around maybe 80-ish because you are higher up.
Wonderful.
Wait, hold on. Is that less than 80? More like 70.
Okay. I would listen and try and wait until I heard the most amount of action and voices inside the smoke-filled area. And then I would ready a test protocol wherever the barrels were. With like their infantry.
Okay.
That's a thought thing.
So your action is what specifically? Sorry.
I mean, once they get close enough to where they're either climbing over the walls or I can perceive means other than visually they're concentrated in the forest. And
Got
then
it. Just
do a
okay.
fireball.
I
I
get
mean,
you.
yeah, and there's barrels in there anyway, so it's gonna light the whole place up when I do that. So I'm just basically ready a mortar.
Okay. So you're just
lob it out of
waiting to find the purpose for a fireball. You got it. As you guys continue to watch the north advance, this is what happens. They are spread out throughout here. As they, kind of, as goblins are, they surround. They use their sheer numbers over their size. It seems as if they come wise to the pit, and they are taking a very, very slow time because it is quite deep where they are traveling down. They will take longer to traverse, and you guys actually can't see them as they are below the fog. And then these guys are coming out into here. South, on the other hand. Mina. One of the retainers of the Jolly Roger comes yonder and goes, "Oh, He looks back. Guys, they're not here. Are you sure she was up here?" He seems confused because he can't find you. So you hear him.
Whistle back, like I can't whistle, but I'd whistle back at that.
I hear a bird. You hear one of them go, "That's probably her, you idiot." "Oh, no sign of them, ma'am." And you see him just kind of head back to his buddy. Neural, you do hear this shout. And you don't see much outside. Meanwhile, those of you, unfortunately, who are not present get to hear the procedure. Meek is continuously losing blood on Neural, as Neural is just laying there in the hands of a kobold with no surgery degree or supervisor license in any way whatsoever. For Neural. You do take an additional 7 points of bleeding out damage, as there's a pond and a pool upon the mantle that he lays upon, and you guys presently would, if present, would hear me. "Ooh, that's needed and no work. I cut." And he seems to just be doing some kind of messy work. Neural, can you give me a Constitution saving throw, as you were left abandoned to supervisor surgeon Meek? You reduce this to half damage. As now, your token on the map is losing health, but I'll revert it to full for the combat. It's just for the monster bar. I'll drop you a separate token that's not linked. Actually, let me do that now. That way. Let's find out. The monster bar heals, then it didn't work. It worked. Cool. All right. So here we're right. Okay, over there. Perfect. Neural. If I could describe this surgery room in one way, it would be that there's a lot of blood. And it's not the blood of an enemy or some evil, no good doer. No, it's the blood of the good, the kind, the appreciated, the hero. Well, can't do much else then. Well, know that you're just bloody all over at this point. Nonetheless, Meek is sweating. He's not happy with his work, but he is working swiftly as he hears the commotion above. Oh, by the way, the commotion above. Yes, that's right. Those of you in the tower notice that everyone in the north makes an approach. They have not yet gotten to the walls, but they are closing in. You guys are getting massive amounts of numbers above. Any preparations, because things are getting outnumbery.
Do I see anybody that looks like they're in charge?
That they're even trying? Or in range?
Yeah.
Sorry. Even trying what?
That's it. Do I see anybody that looks like they're in charge?
Oh, of all of these goblins? Oh, absolutely not. You imagine that they were all sent here and they were all just making their way like they were told to. It's been kind of a standoff, but Rolly, you understand that goblins aren't stupid. They're not going to send one after one after one. They're just going to let as many collect as they can and then go in. The longer you take to attack, the more they build.
Gonna light an arrow and just shoot the first one I see.
Roll me an attack check. What'd you do?
Oh, I was gonna say launch a volley.
Where?
Volley.
Oh, just like you. Oh, well. So you guys have ranged weapons other
We've got
than
like
missiles?
we've got the arbalist, the
The archer.
ballistas. Fire. Yeah, ballistas.
He takes out one.
Fire.
He fires.
Okay.
You hear like a off in the woods. That's one, but he's only one person. Wiggles, what was your roll?
What am I rolling?
An attack. I'm trying to hit one of them.
Hold on, I'll know in a second. I
You're
got
good.
a 3.
You fire. Rolly and Jin, you see that arrow going nowhere near them. You're free to respond.
So from where we're
Or
at,
just
can
being
we
off.
see where they are? Over the
Oh
wall?
yeah, you see a ton of goblins up there. That's why you guys have been seeing this up north the entire time. That's the only reason I keep saying. While you're in the tower, you see them amassing.
You
I
guys
love the
should
silence.
probably blow them up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
let's
guys
go.
probably be firing fireballs by now.
Okay. Where are you firing a
So they're
fireball?
within firing range. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what is it, 120 feet?
it's
Or,
150 feet. Yeah.
like, that's only 60 feet away. Like, you're totally in range. Didn't you guys check or measure?
Yeah. You get one side, I get the other. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Who's firing in the barrel's range? And are you purposefully hitting the barrel or just hitting a zone around?
Yeah, I would be trying to hit as many barrels as I could.
Okay, so both of you guys drop templates for me.
Oh, sure. That.
I can't see anything over the wall. It's just black for me.
That's true. We don't. Yeah, it's just
I
black.
didn't
But
consider that it built. You guys didn't tell me that.
we did. We'll do that twice.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
Well, you guys didn't. I literally said that I am.
I said I could
showing
see
you
it
the
on
goblins.
stream.
Yeah, like, but no one said that there was a wall in the way.
There we
I
go.
know
You
there
see
was
it
a
now.
wall,
Dude,
but
I would
forgot
have
that
been
it imported the
firing
wall.
Eldritch Blasts.
Wow,
a long
this
time ago if I
entire
saw
time.
that.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
we
fair.
all
You
would have
guys
been
let it
shooting.
slip.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I kept saying that more and more were amassing, and no one questioned it. So I was like, "Well, you guys see it then." So what? You guys are just real patient with these guys.
I was like, oh,
All right. All right.
getting closer?
Yeah, sorry. I'm so my bad. I can't see that. I'm so sorry. Well, then
No.
I'll say a couple of them less appeared then. You guys were just letting me just pile them on you this whole time. Oh, right. Rolly, you fire a fireball directly ahead of you. Jin, where are you firing yours?
I'm going to be firing it this way.
All
Yeah,
right.
the other guys. Yeah.
Beautiful. As you guys fire, everyone, excuse me, here's just this huge.
Just move it back a little bit.
Bring mine or you talking about yours?
Yeah, because you hit those other two guys in the back.
I can't move it.
That's because you already casted it. Bummer.
Ripperonis.
So it has you guys both just fire off in directions. Jin briefly looks at Rolly's focus and then misfires his, but still hits his targets as you guys hear two explosions going off in the north. Blown away. These goblins are easily enough dismantled. You hear fire. They're not looking great, and the fires rage on as everything there can catch. During such, in the south, do either of you break your position to help in the north?
No.
Mina stays quiet. More stealth.
More stealth, man. I'm just waiting
Hide
to
until
see.
there.
Like, yeah, I'm hiding until like anyone shows up down here. Like, trying to be on the lookout for like any maybe potential scout groups or like goblin spec ops that are trying to infiltrate from the south.
You got it. You got it. Both of you guys give me another perception check.
They're not. Yeah, they're not dumb. They probably would make like a pincer move if they could.
Well, I mean, they're rolling 4s and 5s. So,
Okay,
we got
that's
one.
better.
Wait,
Ooh.
that was not a perception, but it was a D20. We'll take it.
Well-
What's your modifier?
It's +0, so.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect. 14, 18. This time, you guys look south. Let's see. Let me check if there's any walls blocking your guys' view. Nope, nothing south. Okay.
You get +3 according to your character sheet because you in perception, so you get your proficiency bonus.
You cheated yourself. So you would have 21?
Oh, yes, correct.
No, saving the day. Even in his liveliness. No, you missed.
He calls out from the grave.
He'd provide good
forget-
advice.
Don't forget your
Nothing's going
proficiency
on. I'm gonna send
bonus.
Sprinkles down to check on him.
You got it. As Mina, you see very close to you, surprisingly quiet, you make out it's a small little group of goblins here. They seem to be very, let me check on them again. They seem very well armored, very well equipped, very purpose. The civilians or retainers that are there to help you have not seemed to notice them.
Can I attempt to, like, whistle a warning?
Sure. You throw out a whistle. On behalf of the Jolly Roger, I'll allow you to roll the wisdom. Just roll wisdom, and let's see based off your roll whether or not they hear you.
Just like just a straight D20.
Yeah.
Ooh,
this
if
is
I hear
in
your
the
whistle,
air.
I'll blow on my my signal whistle.
Your signal whistle.
I have one. I have a signal whistle.
Okay. Let's see. Armina. Used for signaling. Beautiful.
Oh no.
Well, I believe you said you couldn't whistle, so this almost goes in tandem. Are you the one that said you can't whistle?
Yeah, I
Perfect.
did.
It goes in tandem as you attempt to whistle, and for some reason, even in the fantasy world, Armina has a flaw. you go to whistle, and it is a struggle as there's like a very messy raspberry emitted. One sec. Did you hear that? Oh, yeah.
Just reminds me of like
I heard that.
Splinter Cell. Parts would just be like, yeah, this guy just whistled when we're on guard. Like, probably is not.
I haven't heard any, and then you guys hear as one of the goblins here below knock through as everyone was distracted by your raspberry, and at least at this post specifically. And one fell for your trap. As you guys hear the little splatter in this hole, that is one down. Quickly, you hear the rest. They all jump into response. You guys are tossed into now combat. For this to work, Mina, I'm going to have you roll a d20. I'm going to write it down on my handy dandy OG paper notebook, and I'm going to use my pen that has ink in it to write down that number. And I'm going to keep a track of it on my side, to hopefully make you guys forget when it's your turns. Perfect. Thank you. With that, that's one dead south of you. Action is happening below. No, you hear that there's a commotion of goblin language happening just further south. Do you take any action or do you hold your post?
Hold.
Please hold. In the north, neural con save, please. In the north, you see that the goblins are pushing through, and after the fires go off, they go. They are briefly disturbed with your actions against them. In doing such, they quickly take action back. They rush on this side. They come rushing over the wall quickly. 4 to 5 of them get off. As they land, 2 of them are immediately eliminated by your melee units there. going to be 1 for them. And 1 for them. Did I specify how many the melee could take out? I remember if I wrote it down.
I think you said 5, right?
5, right? Okay, so I think I cheated them all by 1. So just I'll keep that in mind. Plus 1 because they all have 4, and I'm too lazy to go around and give them all an extra 1. I'll just keep it in mind. So they take out their first ones. As 2 goblins make it over the fence. One's on the fence, and a couple more are assumed behind. You then hear off in the distance. The same horn you all heard back at the original camp you discovered going off. Or that in which be south, defending the barricade. You see. Sorry, I'm resetting these tokens because they're all got messed up. All right. See a large individual. Not giant, not orc. A bugbear. Stepping forward. Carrying a very, very thickly wounded, heavy, flat club. And he goes and swings it right in front of him. And he smashes just this like small crate that was present before him. He looks like a very serious fellow. Earl, I need you to roll me a d20 or an initiative, please.
Says, just roll a d20 then.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Bottom of the thing, 3.
All right. Boom. Somewhere below you all, someone is losing more blood. Meek is struggling. I need help. We'll see whether or not any of you hear it the next round. Everyone give me a perception check.
I'm assuming everybody but me, yeah.
God damn it. It was a 20
Well,
and then it hit my dice. And
sure, your person can get involved. Absolutely. Maybe they're the silent hero. Unnamed heroine.
Oh.
There we
Of
go.
course, Earl's over here like, hey, one of you guys should go check this guy that looks like me down there, you know?
My cousin. It's the new wizards, or people are building backup barbs now.
Right. Wiggles, what is your perception? Is Wiggles still with us?
I'm still trying to set it
Hang
up.
in there. Okay. Meanwhile, as you go about that.
13.
Oh, beautiful. Armina and Retainer Neural, you both hear some kind of scream coming from within the tavern. Rolly, you hear a familiar sound, but with all the wind in the air and how high up you are, you can't quite tell where it's coming from, but it sounds like a cry.
What?
Huh?
Of what? What kind of cry?
Like a humanoid
determine,
cry,
like,
but it's muffled by all the
humanoid,
noise
like
it's
a
making.
okay, like somebody yelling.
Yes, yeah, like a yelling cry for
From inside the building, right?
below you.
Or just,
You can't
or
discern.
just somewhere.
You can't
I can't
discern
really
that.
tell.
Yeah,
I just kind
you
of hear
can't
it in the
discern.
wind.
Yeah, exactly. But Armina and Retainer Neural do hear it. Meanwhile, those of you up top do notice 3 larger individuals approaching. 2 from the north, 1 from the west. What are your guys' actions in the north? Wiggles, Rolly, and Jen.
What you thinking, Rolly? Got one more spell in it.
There's a whole bunch of them coming. I'm thinking if I can see another group of them out there. How far out is this?
I mean,
Yeah, I could do that. I'm gonna
just
cast.
follow them out here, and the fire goes out.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
Okay.
Second.
Drop a AOE on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get.
I'm gonna light an arrow on fire and shoot at the biggest target I can see.
Okay. You give me an attack roll.
Does that get a dex modifier?
That would be with the dex and proficiency. So for you, it would be a d20 plus 7.
I got a critical one, so
Beautiful. You go to fire that arrow, and you somehow shoot below the tower. You shoot one of your guys. You lost one.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to get into my character sheet so I can get into the thing, but for some reason I can't.
And if you try to pull it from the actual character panel on the right on your
like if I click on my token, like nothing happens.
So if you look in your top right and you click on the little actors directory, and you can go down to your character in the players folder and access it that way.
I think it was because I was like targeting a spell. Yeah. Like clicked on something from D&D Beyond.
Oh.
Reloading. But I would try and get the one, like there was a clump of them out to the north.
Or to
west,
the north?
I think.
No, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's like a big clump of them. Okay, let me see if I can.
About 2, 4.
Reload. Okay, I got it.
There's about 6 or so.
So
there we go.
Place measure.
You want to put it there?
No, it just did that and
see me over here. Is that where you intended it?
Yeah, maybe out by the out there.
Oh, sorry, where? Sorry, ping me. Oh, up, like up here.
Yeah, kind of like in that area, like maybe more towards this dude over here.
Okay, give me some dice rolls.
Try and get like. Sure. That's additional 2. Yeah. Okay. I like that. 43 worth of HP with sleep. That dies in the fire.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so as you cast that, you see some just collapse from what is in your vision. There are much more in the field that you do not physically see that you did affect. You do feel pretty accomplished with that, as you do take out a handful. I'd throw out a number of maybe 4 to 5 if you really wanted to make bragging rights. Jin, were you doing anything as they fired off all these maneuvers? If any of you guys wish to care, only the 3 of you and the archer up there knows that Wiggles shot his own man.
I'll take a
Where did he shoot
hide
him
action.
exactly? Was it right here? This area?
Sorry, Jin, say which one, who?
Where did that when did the person die? That was on our side?
Right below you guys.
Okay. And the goblins are coming from this area right here, right?
Very nice. You cower in the tower and feel very, very hidden from eyes. Max. Jin, sorry, where are you trying to put that? I don't know why I can't see it.
Right here. I don't know if it shows.
Oh, over here. Oh, yeah. It's just red. It's very okay. Got it. I see it. So that is where you're going to put spike growth?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we not put an animation to it? What's going on with all my stuff?
I thought you did put like a green, look like lightning almost.
I know, but where is it now? Like, cool, but it'll do. All right, that's the zone. But, all right, so you cast spike growth there on our own guys, just so you're aware, because those are our allies. As you quickly act and you
It's not good.
the ground pops up. They see this and they're just like, oh, hey! But actions are done. In the south, Armina. What do you do as these goblins are hoarding in?
I'm gonna
Ignore
start
that.
taking shots at them from my hiding spot, and I'm gonna attempt to, I guess, with short. Can I take an action and then like use a bonus action to try and like stay hidden?
Sure.
Oh, whoops.
You fire. No purchase.
And then bonus action.
Okay.
Very nice. You fire, and then you quickly hide. The embarrassment couldn't have possibly come from you in the woods. No.
It's hard to tell where an arrow came.
Well, retainer no. What do you do? It's his large foe before you.
I haven't been doing any measurements. That's no good. So far away. Going to come out of hiding, make myself seen to stop them from going through the barricade. I'm going to bonus
You
action.
bravely present yourself.
Rage. And that'll be my turn.
It just kind of braces itself. It gets tall, purposeful, as it barrels over you. Oops. Oh, fine. It is going to swing, bada. With a 23, just comes in, smacks you across the face as you just kind of let it take you briefly to a different point of view, and then you come back. Oh. You kind of shake it off briefly, and you just see this massive bug just yells at you with anger. Seems very big, very buff, very, very sick.
Yes, I set all the resistances so you don't have to worry about halving the damage anymore.
Ew. Just keep an eye and make sure it's all set. Back
Oh,
in the
yeah,
north,
it worked, so.
there are two individuals approaching that seem to take immediate notice to you all. There's one here, and one to the right and one to the left. They are much bigger than the goblins. Rolly, give me a Intelligence check. You're trying to decipher
Okay.
this different kin of goblin and figure out their.
Probably more street smarts than book smarts, but okay. Okay.
Not bad, not bad. These are obvious bugbears, you know that much. And you imagine bugbears have two purposes: to absorb or to siege.
Guessing these are the siege.
They are walking with very heavily large looking reinforced blunted clubs that look great for bashing, but they also look very yoked.
How tall are they?
These bugbears are averaging around 6.5 feet. You imagine, based off of the sheer clear view that you have from up here, they are quite large.
Yeah, we'd kind of shout out from the roof.
Bugbears! They're ahead!
Large.
In the forest!
They're shorter than me.
Well, they're not
Laughs.
orcs, but nonetheless. Rolly, you call them out to the north. What are your 3 actions for you guys? By the way, one's done based off of your 2 melee units here. And these goblins pushing further as they step over the grand invisible barrier. They all fail. And they all take what is the damage?
It says 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
So give me 2d4 and then I'm just gonna keep that like the same amount of damage. So you hope you roll high.
8.
It's not bad. That was 4. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Alright. So would have been 15 for this dude. Okay, I even rounded it, but I only did 5. Jeez, I'm great at math, guys. This one probably got 8. What? How did I kill him? Well, that one somehow instantly died. You got welcome. And that one would be 5, very least stepping in. Yeah, one mysteriously just like just breaks its ankles while first stepping into it, and the other 2 are just like, and they seem to be avoiding, like trying to, they seem to be on a path. These goblins have a purpose. But nonetheless, Wiggles, Rolly, Jen, what are you doing? Man, there's a lot going on.
You got.
The spike growth area.
I'm gonna
Past that
fire both of my arrows.
You are right. 1 second. I'm gonna move
Both
you
of
guys
my
here so you
flaming
can see.
arrows.
Yeah, perfect.
I got 13 and a 16.
Okay. The 13 misses. The 16, you as you fire, goes far, and then the second one, another one goes down. 1 less. Jen.
Did I light anything on fire?
Were you trying to hit the barrels? I apologize. You said specifically the fire barrel.
No, I was just firing at goblins.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you hit the goblin, and his body is briefly lit, but it's not like completely inflamed due to him not being doused in any kind of flammable.
Okay.
Jin, you Eldritch Blast at which adversaries?
At the one right
You
closest.
got it.
You can see it.
Guarantee hit. You fire away.
Ooh.
Max damage as you fire. As they just they're taking it. They're just getting blasted. But these dudes are here for one reason, and it seems to be some sort of war. They're ruthless.
I'll still want to push it back through the
So forceful movement does not cause any kind of triggering effects as such. Just so you're aware.
Okay.
Same goes if anything were to force you guys to move. If this unit moves kind of like what is that booming blade? If you were to booming blade mark someone and then force them to move, it would not trigger it because they did not move upon their own will.
But this doesn't say willingly move. moves. Like Booming Blade says
True.
willingly moves.
Let's see. Let me go back to this. Let me.
It just says if they move through it.
Okay, I'll honor that one. Fair point. But that normal verbiage matters. Case in point.
No, yeah.
We got Rule Lawyer over here who's dying, so he's making sure you guys get anything you can.
If I'm gonna lose a character tonight, I gotta make sure that
Neural,
this
give me a
goes.
con check.
For that, give me a Constitution.
Meanwhile, I think pints of blood are piling below.
There you go.
Oh my god. It's like you're not holding on. It's not even on me. I'm giving you so many checks. It's insane. Oh.
Did Sprinkles ever make it down to check on him?
Yeah, but Sprinkles does what? He communicates to the rest of the group how?
Well, he can talk to me.
He lets you know that there is more blood than originally found. Meek needs help.
Okay. I can tell that to the two guys next to me.
All right, you
If
share that
anybody's out of
information
spells.
with Rolly and Jin. Rolly and Jin, you become aware that Meek needs help. There's a lot of blood.
Red Barbarian is about to die. I just clicked on my the character sheet for that one. I was like, fuck.
So, Rolly, Jin, do you care for that information at all? There's a lot of silence.
I'd probably let
yeah, we're
Rolly
up.
know that I'm concentrating on the spell and I can't really move at this point.
Yeah, I would kind of like, I'm shooting fireballs and like trying to keep us alive up here.
All right.
Anybody medically trained, like,
So,
go down
Yeah, I
there?
don't know
Rolly.
medicine.
I would
Rolly.
cast message. I guess, to anybody that would be in range.
Okay, Rolly, because I know you can. I gotta
Oh,
hear.
Gowron. Can Gowron go down there?
I mean, no one's told Gowron anything to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell at Gowron to go down there and help him.
Okay, go for it.
Gowron's not even fighting.
Yeah, Garon, get off your fucking ass and get downstairs and make sure he doesn't die.
Oh, I was defending the
The bar.
kind of like lets out a hiccup. I will check on them right away. He kind of like wanders out and is just like, fire. Oh, smoke. Just kind of like blitzes his way to Blow to the surgery room. Let's all take a visit to the surgery room.
Sprinkles is totally helping with his lucky lizard liquid.
Yeah, we're using the lizard as blood donor.
Meek is found basically kind of like on top of Neural's body, and he's just like, no,
I imagine him to have the beakers up as glasses, like
he's desperately trying to what would seem in some sense resuscitate as Gowron walks up and he's like, Meek, what is? He goes, help! He need. I don't know. Gowron. Yes.
Finally,
Tell secret.
said.
Yes. You can tell me. What am I doing? I see that there's much blood. Yes. Well, he moves one hand, and you see blood squirt out. 2 minutes. Else.
Gowron was ship surgeon's assistant.
Sorry, I apologize.
All right.
See, there's so much I have to see. You got to drop this on me. Gowron comes in. Meek, move out of the way. And he kind of like shoves Meek off. And as he does, the artery spews
He's
a
done
little bit of
brain
blood, which is
surgery
the
on
minus
Rolly
2.
before.
See, there's so much details I have to recall. You got to drop this on me as a reminder. Gowron quickly goes to take over. In doing such, he throws together a little bit of a strength check to see if he can forcefully shove Meek out of the way. He can't. He goes, fine, then you will help me. And Meek's like, okay. And he goes, grab this. And he starts giving him quick direction. Unbeknownst to the rest of you, things happen. Surgery goes on for a while. We wonder. But Neural, I do need a con save, as you swore you heard Meek's voice. Let's see if it's true.
Nice.
Neural, you open your eyes and see Meek above you, covered in blood all over himself. You see Gowron kind of bracing you down as he's throwing on some lap pads, stopping what he assumes to be the problem. And he looks at you. Neural, can you understand me?
What?
Okay, don't try too hard. I just need you to know we're doing the best we can. You hear like an echo, kind of like a brief like waver of sense flush over you.
It's
You
like,
start
here,
to feel
drink
a
this. It
bit
gives you like pure
sick.
alcohol.
You start getting dizzy. The loss of so much blood leaves you weak. I need another Constitution saving throw. As you start hearing Neural go, no, yes, this is the
Oh
way.
yeah.
He reaches in. You hear Gowron, no, tie it, quick, tie it. Meek. No. You bleed out an additional 2 points. Gowron goes, that's not right. Move out of the way. He goes and you hear Meek and Gowron fighting. No, I don't move out of the way. And then you hear something collapse. Neural, your body lies face down on the floor. Meek and Gowron stare at each other. It was you. I saw. Yes. Gowron. He looks around the room. He looks to Meek. He reaches down to Neural. And he says a prayer. Neural. You feel a deep breath come through. You spit out fresh blood. You look down at what was gashes and wounds and markings, and they're gone. Gowron helps roll you over and looks up at Meek, who is now slowly crawling off from the top of the surface in which you laid upon, and goes, I save him. Yes. And he stands in a superhero pose over your body as you are alive, holding on for dear life, looking at your body covered in blood, what seems to be yours. Yep, that's yours. You know the smell of your blood. But no wounds. You see a marking upon Gowron. It has like a lively nature to it as it caresses across his arm, popping out of where his shirt covers it, and then going down along his sleeve, almost in a
He also
tattoo.
has a
Huh?
he also has a very radiant pendant that he wears made out of moonstone.
Got it.
Like some kind of like
philanthropy
meteorite.
Okay, got it. As you see some seemingly alive texture just beneath the surface of his skin. And then it darkened. Uncertain of what the pattern may mean or the purpose, you see him holding on to this pendant of sorts that is covered by his hand along his neck. He nods. He takes a very deep breath. Oh. You should help the others. And he limps off to the chest here. Takes a seat. Meek puts his hand out to assist you, Neural. As you look up at him, he goes, I help. You stand. Yes.
guess I try to stand.
You reach out, and he puts his hand up. You too big for me to help. He immediately goes to start collecting his tools, and he pulls out what looks to be like a tattered looking apron cloth that he was holding on his person as he starts collecting his stuff, and he goes, you make my stuff bloody. Now I must clean. And he starts like bitching about having to clean up his immediate area. You were left there on the floor. Anything you wish to do, Neural?
Daryl can't do shit right now. He's got a short rest, at least.
You stay below amongst these three. We'll have an RP moment. But I will say to you, Neural, to give me an insight check. Meanwhile, Neural, you know that Gowron is holding on to something quite quiet. Something that perhaps he probably did not have to show until now, for whatever reasons or purposes. Something below. But above, the rest of you come to face a scene that, let's just say, has escalated in this time. Unaware of the well-being of Neural and his health and the things that are coming to be, and Mina, you've been struggling with holding at bay, but thanks to this pit trap, it's been favorable. You believe it might be time to light it, but you must first find a source of light. Retainer Neural, you face this massive bugbear, though not bigger than you. For a bugbear, it is quite large. He has purpose, he has grit, and he can take a hit. In the north, there seems to be a struggle coming. Rolly, you notice what could be a siege, tank, or a little combo of both approaching both sides of the wall with intent to declare some very, very mean purpose. You've casted out some powerful spells as you, Jin, and Wiggles fire away, but more are coming. As you can see them in the distance, from this point alone, looking directly north, you see at least 2 more dozen. And these ones, the Cardi Guild, armored, shield and sword. And then behind that, oh, Rolly, how have you missed this entire time? No, like I mean, in the like because of your history and your like your knowledge of the goblins hasn't been the best in your previous sessions. So you then see, I know, yeah, exactly. But for the first time amongst all these goblins, which by the way, you haven't seen this many goblins since like you were born, but amongst all these goblins, you finally see one, not one, but probably 2 dozen in a flesh double road 2x2 side by side line. They're shining obsidian tipped arrows release a gleam from the sun ahead. Yet, you know the sun isn't here. These are none other than the Burrows archers. They have found an arrowhead so strong it can pierce even the strongest of giants. They are very elite, very expensive, and very few. This many is not something you'd ever want to witness. And that's where we're going to hold this episode or session. I will allow Rolly to go on and inflate it as he wishes in the Discord to you guys to prepare you for any potential concerns. But the Burrows archers are no joke. Rolly has never had to face one because the last time he ever seen one in action, they were fighting with him. He never fought with one again. So this is a sign for some. Is there any questions, concerns, clarities, or comments you'd all or anyone would like to give?
I can no longer hear Rolly.
I don't think I heard him for a minute, to be I can hear him right now. Can you hear him right now?
His stream went down.
Yeah, I think his stream's down.
I hear him.
His stream went down for me, so I'm
Oh no, yeah,
unmuted him on here.
your audio movers is not working, but I hear you on here. Yeah, actually, no, you're right. It did cut out because
Yeah, so I just unmuted him in
Oh
Discord.
yeah, I just unmuted him too.
Yeah. It's okay. Well, nonetheless, Rolly, if there any quick information you wish to give about the burrow archers that you like to spin in as your own flavor, by all means. But is there anything else any of you else would like to discuss other than hearing Rolly?
I have
Yeah, can you hear me now?
dibs on
Yeah.
all the arrows when we kill these
Awesome.
bastards.
Wiggles calls dibs. Gnarl, you saved yourself. You were killing yourself all session, and then at the end, you decided you might want to live.
Oh, I was gonna say the background of Gowron's medical abilities. So the first time he ever showed Rolly that, there was a fishman washed up on the hollow and came from the reef, which is like way out there, and that's where like fish people come from. And he was all like bruised up, but he had the power of a djinn with him. And that's the last time like Rolly encountered a djinn, and his name is Mackerel Moore, and he's a fishman performer.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you guys just haven't gone there yet.
Well, I was gonna say you also had some pretty bad damage rolls at times. So
yeah, that's true. I had like 2s and 4s to be honest. My gosh,
was
I
like
know.
no damage
6.
whatsoever.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was really low.
That sleep spell I did was like max damage.
That was really high sleep spell. That was very impressive sleep spell. You know what surprised me was, your guys' lack of checking on Neural after you guys all came up here for the goblins.
Yeah, we're just like fucking. Meek can handle it.
Meek is like legit killing
He
them
rolled
in the
it.
background.
He rolled a nat 20 last time. We all trust him now. We like did insight to see if he was a real doctor.
true,
We're all
that's
like rolled ones. And so
My
yeah,
biggest worry was the goblins. Like,
It's just too
we're
funny.
all
I'm,
gonna
like,
die for Denver.
watching his house.
it's like yeah, if the goblins get in, he's gonna die anyway. So
Oh my
that's
gosh, I
what
did
we're
not
with the goblins.
expect Nernal to save himself. I really thought it was going to be like a very quiet, slow death, which it was going. And then he he rolled a crit. He rolled a 26. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, Meek did a questionable job. Gowron stepped in. We don't know what really did or didn't occur just yet. But we will see. Nonetheless, hopefully you guys had some fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.